You gotta go away.
Get out of here, Jojo.
I think we're live. I think we're live.
Okay.
All right. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be. It is the Aloha Hour. Starting a little early tonight, getting Mr. Douglas TenNapel.
Yeah, because I have a bedtime.
Because he's got a bedtime.
I'm an old man.
And I'm trying to get, sorry, I'm in Boomerville right now. Population me.
Population 2. I'm in there too, man. I'm the mayor of Boomerville.
All right, let me pop this chat out. I did invite a couple other people. If they show up, they show up. If not, I invited Edwin, but I don't know if he's on another stream or I never invite this early. This is all your fault.
Yeah, sorry about that. Is he not off work yet? Breaking rocks at the Flintstones rock breaking plant.
I know, right? He's sometimes he's on tug around this time. But I'm not sure. Ooh, the dry brush. The old dry brush technique.
The old dry brush. I'm trying to put something more organic in since it's an ocean wave and
yeah. The old dry brush, it ain't what it used to be. All right. Well, Doug, you haven't been on the Aloha Hour in months.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I was doing so much live streaming and I kind of went nuts that I had to get some sleep back. So I had to cut out right after Ethan's show. And even then I was cutting out in the first hour. And then he started going earlier.
Yeah.
So and all these night shows, you're always on like even later than this, right?
I usually start in the morning. I usually start between like 9 to 10, but this past week after I got back from New York, man, I started some shows at like midnight.
Yeah, you're on the East Coast time zone now.
Yeah.
And then for Boyette, what time is it out there in Hawaii?
I think he's 5 hours behind.
Oh, so it's easy for him. Yeah, he's probably not off work yet, maybe.
I don't know. It depends. Sometimes he goes in at work at like flipping 4 in the morning. So it's, he's a hardworking man, that boy.
Yeah. Manual labor. Man. Does he actually drive the backhoes and all that and all the tractors and stuff?
I think he's more supervisor.
Uh-huh.
So I couldn't tell you.
He would be a nice boss for construction work.
Yeah. So Doug, how's your show going, man?
The Doug show?
Yeah.
It's going good. It the subscribers, they trickle in every day. Couple here, couple there.
How many up to?
50 52 50, I think.
Wow. How many are you getting in a month average?
Oh, I did 4,000 in 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Son.
Yeah, I was doing like at least a show a day, and I've gone to almost every other day now, but I'm still trying to do about a show a day. Yeah, I've got 5268. I'm almost hitting 5270 tonight.
Killing me.
Yeah, I try and bring on, and I have a lot of guests. That's the thing it's almost like more of an interview. That's the problem with my shows. I don't know what it is. It's like it's all over the place. I do live drawing, then I'm doing interviewing, then I'm doing those events, Skyver style, live kind of chat sessions with, a bunch of guys just talking. I do Saving Nurkish. I read the book of Ecclesiastes. So it's kind of all over the place. I did a cooking segment the other day. I'm kind of seeing what works.
It's actually good because it's not a show, it's a station.
Yeah.
So we're doing, I do Drawn and Quartered. I do The Night's Watch.
Yeah.
I try to do some Game of Thrones stuff. I do obviously live chatting with the fans while I'm drawing and stuff like that. So
yeah, people who are into you, who are fans of you, they just want to see you do your thing. So I guess it doesn't really matter what you do on your show, so long as you're doing it,
Yeah. Please do hit that like button, people. There's only
Yeah,
six.
all of my people, if any of my subscribers come on here, subscribe, like this guy.
Oh, I should like it myself.
Yeah, you should also like your own channel. I don't know if I've ever done that either.
Well, it sends a link to your Twitter.
Yeah, and you like, and that's the link that you like.
Yeah, if you whenever you like a video on YouTube, it sends a link. Well, on mine it does, anyways. I don't know if yours is set up that way. Micah, go find out what date.
Go help your girl, your sister out.
Dishes. Go do the dish. No, that was JoJo. So people come to my channel to hear that kind of thing.
Yeah, hear the kids. That's
Yep.
real life, everybody. Here, I'm thumbs upping you.
This is a real life.
And I subscribed there.
Oh,
Is this just fantasy?
subscribed?
I wasn't. Dude, I'm terrible at this. There's guys who I've been watching just forever and I haven't subscribed. And I remember, oh yeah, I guess I should subscribe just to help that guy out.
Yeah.
I'm watching the shows. I'm just not subscribing.
I don't know if it makes a difference once you're over that 1,000.
Yeah, it really doesn't, because it's the number of views that you have that you want.
Yeah.
And subscriptions are kind of that's a pride thing, but the views are kind of, because there's people with way more subscribers than me, but they've commented that my chat's way more active and my viewers are ships are much higher.
Huh. What's your average viewership on a show?
Like most of my shows, they'll come in, say at about 300 to 500, and usually most of them get up to 800 to 1,000, and then some of them break out into the 3,000 area, like our Saving Nurkish stuff. And it's just weird, the shows that do take off, some of them really just. I had Sashi on one show.
Mm-hmm.
It got more than when I had Ethan on. I was rendering a Earthworm gem, so I don't know what causes it. It's just like certain combinations, and I throw most of the links up to the videos up on Reddit. I'll just find some Reddit page and just kind of dump the link on there. Hey, look, blah blah was on. If I had you on, I'd go, Mike Miller, DC artist, whatever, was on my show, and then suddenly some of those will really pay off. Depending on if there's overlap on that Reddit audience.
Oh, that's nice.
Like Dick Masterson, that brought in a ton of heat, and Maddox, having those guys on was just the Maddox episode got like 10,000 views. Dick Masterson's got 9,000 views.
Yeah, geez, if I could get George R.R. Martin on my freaking channel.
Yeah, that's what you want, is just get or even little B actors from the show. I mean, if you can get a guy who has worn armor and was an extra, he can tell you what all the craft services are like, and that's what the fans want to know, right? They just want to know, like, what's it like on the set. A true fan. It doesn't have to be the big guy.
Yeah, I got to bug Ray Park.
Yeah,
he'd be a good get.
Or other guys on your book, like even if you bring in the letterer or the cover artist and stuff, that's just another reason to talk about it.
So don't do anything that'll mess me up.
Yeah, don't bump my arm, kid. My kids come in and they give me love and I feel terrible. Yeah, because they're loving me. Like, yeah, they're just like on my arm or something. I'm like, you bumped me. No.
Yeah.
Like, then I feel terrible. They go, I just want to spend 15 seconds with you, you absent father.
I feel your pain.
Yeah.
But come on, man, I got rocks to draw.
Look at all what book is that? What book is that you're doing?
This is for Clash of Kings, number 18.
And how many pages do you have to do on that book?
Oh, no, it's just covers.
Oh, okay. Oh, then even easier, right?
Yeah. Except I put all my effort into it, so.
Yeah, you got to make a cover's got to be superstar. Got to sell the whole book.
Yeah.
I always hate when I see a great cover and then you look inside at the art and it's like,
I
blah. That's just so common.
But actually, the art on the interior, I wasn't a huge fan, to be honest, of the
Yeah.
artist of the first Game of Thrones series I did.
Yeah.
But I think it's Mel Ruby. The artist on the Clash of Kings book is really good. So he's actually even doing some of the covers himself. I mean, some alternate covers.
Uh-huh.
I'm still the regular guy, but
Yeah.
yeah. So it's really good. So.
Do they just sell alternate covers just to get, I mean, do stores stock alternate covers? Are they in demand?
Yep.
Because they're more
it's very
collectible because they're lower runs or something? I don't.
Do you only have one cover on Earthworm Jim?
Yeah. On Bigfoot Bill.
I mean, but that too.
Same thing.
Do another one.
Because
you'll sell
more.
Possibly 40 to 60% more.
What? And then how do you break it out on a tier though? That's my problem is all my tiers are so tied to other stuff that it's entirely possible that someone, if they're on a higher tier, would say, oh, I'll dump this higher tier to get the alternate cover instead.
That never really happens.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just break out a bunch of tiers based off.
I just created a new tier.
That's just alternate cover.
Yeah, it's the new. I mean, I started with 2 covers, right?
Yeah.
And then I got a bunch of people getting cover A, a bunch of people getting cover B, but then as many people who got A or B, I think I got more that got both A and B. And then I did the 3rd cover after my campaign had ended.
Yeah.
And then I just created new, another tier. And then I don't know, I've done well over $5,000 just for that one cover.
I'll go check out your tiers then. I'll go study them and see.
Everyone cares about my tiers.
How you did it. Yeah, your tiers. I'm going to drink your tears.
No, but that's kind of got Ethan to do his alternate cover thing.
Oh, for the Salem Android one, yeah.
$90,000 on that one cover.
That was easy.
Yeah.
That was infuriating me too. I'm like, his second book just beat my book, and he's just like put out a cover too. And I'm like, you jerk.
He's a machine, man. He's in industry.
Oh yeah, he knows what he's doing. I love it. It's a great business model.
That was funny tonight, though.
Yeah.
I invited Mike Miller on here, and he did. He sent me the link individually,
Yeah.
and then he doesn't even put my link in that.
Yeah, didn't put your link in. My favorite was when he opened the show, though, and he found out Art Thibert was 57. He's like, 57 years old? Jeez. I was cracking up, man. It was awful.
Wait. John Malin wants in.
Yeah.
Notice Mike did not invite the champ tonight, Malin Militia.
Oh, see, he's going to take his victory lap.
Let Malin in.
Victory lap.
Let me see. Malin. This guy.
Yeah. Well, you won last week. You can't win every week or it'll totally look like you've totally manipulated your voters because it's on your channel. So you have to, and if you're going to throw one away, throw away Freddy Cougar. Freddy Krueger. Come on.
Yeah, Malin, you can have that one.
Yeah, give him Freddy Krueger.
Malin. All right. Malin has the link. Malin has the link.
Mailing. He's just mailing it in. Mailing.
So there's 102 people here now watching.
Cool.
Only 34 likes. Come on. There's 60.
Well, now, what do likes do? I don't understand that. I get like
when you like it, then it goes out. It somehow boosts the what's that word?
Ranking.
Something like that. Suggestions and analytics, or I don't remember. Algorithms.
Yeah, there you go.
But like I said, when you like a video, it shares that on whatever. I think maybe just Twitter, but if you have something set up connected
Oh
to
yeah,
your
on their YouTube channel, it goes on their
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
shoot out there, and everybody else can see. So it's kind of like sharing it. But you guys can also share it if you like. We're up to 50, and welcome, John Malin. This week's winner,
Dun, dun, dun.
the drawing costume
My
contest.
people.
So he wins. So what does he get besides bragging rights? Do you cough up the page as a prize to someone who writes in or whatever? Is that it?
I get a postal bill.
Yeah, that's your reward is you get to mail it.
Yeah.
The winner is the loser.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to print it out, sign it, throw it in a envelope, and mail it to the only real winner, which is the people in chat.
There you
That's
go.
The fans are the winners.
Yeah. See, my whole way that I'm going to win is I'm going to draw something, but I'm going to tell them I'm sending them the original. So if I don't win, then it's really because the art is really bad.
Yeah, you'll notice I haven't invited you yet.
Yeah. See, because I saw the link to the.
Oh yeah, I thought Doug was invited before.
Yeah, I was invited.
Hmm.
I got invited to
Man.
the Lobo thing too. Actually, I probably can actually draw him.
Missed your chance.
Yeah, I saw the rogue art. Those are the ones I don't know how I'd do on that.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that is some good art.
Got to bring your fans in, man. John brings
Yeah.
fans in so they can vote for me. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd that work out for you yesterday?
Yeah, we don't talk about yesterday.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So what's
No,
next week? When do you decide what the subject matter is going to be?
People pay to have a vote, and Critias last week paid to make it Detective Dead, or as you put it, Dead Detective.
Dead Detective, yeah.
But then I was like, no.
Oh, that's good.
Well, it's not fair to the artists who like sell their originals and stuff.
That it's only Mike. Everyone else is digital.
No, Art's been selling his. Gary puts his up for sale. They'll sell their originals, John. What the heck?
Smoke alarm.
Did you do that?
That
Don't do that. I told you not to do anything that's going to mess with the stream. So it did. You just made an alarm go off during the stream. People
Set
are
an
running
alarm,
their microwaves thinking that their freaking popcorn is done.
Yeah, send him to his room.
Do it.
Enough of that crap.
Party bear!
Yeah, crap. I second that.
Art.
Hey, gentlemen.
Hello,
Hey,
Art.
Art.
You guys talking crap?
Yeah.
Quit
Hey,
saying
always.
crap on Mike's show.
Yeah.
Okay, poo-poo.
The crap
There
is
you
wrong.
Doo doo.
It's doo-doo.
Go do that doo-doo that you do so well.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Mike.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, John.
Hey, Art.
How are you guys?
Fantastic.
Alrighty. We're chilling, Art. We're chilling. It's the Aloha Hour. It's what you do on the Aloha Hour.
57-year-old Art T-Bear.
I made it this long, man. It's a badge of honor.
It is, absolutely. You survived.
I think
Yeah.
you're 54, but you forgot your age because you're so old.
You think I'm 54?
Yeah. You're
Okay.
54 with dementia.
Yeah.
So you think.
I don't see why you guys like giving out all that extra personal information so much. It's
I
only
do
a matter
that.
of time
John
before
Malin.
someone like uses
John
identity
Malin's
theft.
72, and he's
Yeah.
Malin,
doing
it's
something.
all on the internet.
It's
If
called
anybody
paranoia,
really-
John.
Yeah, it's called "Don't Make It Easier for People."
I don't have enemies like that.
They know pretty much. You're in Comicsgate. You have enemies like that.
Yeah, automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan hates you now.
Yeah. I never knew where Dave Johnson stood anyway, so I know he probably past tense hated me and currently hates me. So
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, so it doesn't make any difference, I guess. There.
So maybe he'll have mercy on you if he thinks you're an old man. He'll go like, "Oh, come
I
on."
think they already knew I was an old man.
Yeah. The guy's almost 60. Let him be.
The guy's pushing 60.
Yeah, I remember Dan was saying, man, I remember Art getting Social Security when we joined Extreme. It was,
Yeah. Well, I get this. I get the what do they call that? The citizens discount. What do you call it? You get old.
Senior citizen.
You senior citizens discount. Yeah.
Do you order off the senior menu at Denny's?
Do they even have? Is there such a thing?
Oh yeah, there's senior menus everywhere, like IHOP and stuff. You get like, the 55 and over. They bring you
Wait
like,
a minute. Do you have to ask for those, or do they just?
yeah, you tell them that you're a senior citizen, and they will give you a
shit.
discount.
I know where I'm
Hey,
eating
whoa,
lunch tomorrow.
Art, language, aloha, art.
Oh, I said shoot.
No,
No,
you
you
didn't.
didn't. You said you said the other word.
No,
You
I
said-
said shoot.
You said potty word.
You said the word.
You said
I,
potty
I heard
word.
I
it.
said poo.
That's
Potty
why you
word.
don't. That's why you shouldn't cuss, because then when you're not thinking about it, you'll be totally blowing those out at the Thanksgiving dinner table
That's right.
when you invite
Yes.
your wife.
I love that Art is totally a noob at being an old guy.
Yeah. He's like, you got to know about the AARP. There's
I'm a noob
AARP
about life.
catheters.
Yeah. One of these days, I'm going to plug in. Yeah, catheters I could do without.
Viagra.
Yeah.
Until you need them, and then you're
Yeah.
like, oh man,
I wish I would have
Wet-
educated
wet
myself when I
my
was 57.
I can't control my bladder.
Put down the pie. Pick up the phone.
Make some calls.
Make sure you get the ones with the rounded tips and the lubrication.
Man.
Yeah, I've been hip to that. Yeah.
That's gross.
Argos Creation is saying, John, yeah, tell them not to put their address on the screen, LOL. So I doxed myself like a few weeks ago. It wasn't just my address, it was my home phone number. I was like, dang. And part of my credit card information.
Dang.
That's why I don't click on people's tiers anymore to open them up to talk about them online.
So maybe you should take your own advice, John.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do. Yeah, I don't make it easy and give everybody my birth date and all that other crap. Yeah.
Did I give my birth date?
You just said you're 57 years old. All you have to do is count backwards. Ding ding.
There you go. Actually, I did give
And
my
then
birth date anyways.
guess 365 times. That's why you
Dag
be like,
nabbit.
hey, what's your sign? That way you can narrow it down to,
The
1
month.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike just asked me that the other day.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
You know what? Information is power. So Mike's getting information on all of us, so he can rule supreme.
Yeah. Wikipedia has my full birthday on it.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, the internet has all our information. If somebody
It has a total profile of who.
destroy our lives, it's not that hard. Not suggesting it. I'm just,
Well, doesn't Facebook actually wish you a happy birthday? Like,
Yeah.
Facebook has your birth date already.
I'm moments from getting rid of Facebook.
Yeah.
They know too much, right, John?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it just seems a lot of shady dealings going on there, and I don't know. There's just too many weirdos that are in the comics community, and they're like, just a click away from my family. One person tried following my wife. So yeah, I was like, ugh. So I should have done like a fan art Facebook and kept it separate. But just over the years, I just kind of added people as they came. Here you go, bing, bing, bing.
Yeah, you live and learn.
Mm-hmm.
I did that years ago.
Yeah. So I'm either gonna have to nuke it, or I'm just gonna. I don't know. I don't even know how to bump anybody.
Just pick friends that you don't know on your family one and start a John Malin art.
Start a fan site, and then you go through your friends list, and if you don't recognize a name, just delete it. If you don't know a person, I'll only friend people on Facebook that I know on planet Earth, not on the internet. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I think there's just too many weirdos out there right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think people understand. Not think I'm trying to be a douche or anything.
No. There's people that get off at knowing stuff about you and even threatening to watch you squirm because it gives them power.
Well, you have to protect yourself. I mean, if you think it's a threat, then you definitely have to do something about it. So,
Yeah.
It's like locking your door or whatever. This is the 21st century. This is how things are done now.
Yeah, we live in a world that's full of grays.
Yeah, so Facebook can only be black and white.
Yeah.
Speaking of, hey, that's a great segue, Art. Why don't you tell us about Black and White?
Black and white.
Black and White, yes. Black and White is a 48-page graphic novel.
It's in color, people. It's in
It
color.
is in color, yes, yes. And it's based on, it's a remastering of my 1994, because I'm old, Image comic that was a huge hit back then, and it's now becoming a new huge hit with the Comicsgate crowd. And so the brief story is the line between justice and vengeance is blurred when an ex-spy and a brewery heiress join forces to take down an extremist with a growing army of robots. In a world where law and order is often blurred to gray, justice can only be, boom, 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 brown and red.
Whoa.
That's a Doug joke.
Oh, no.
That is going to haunt me, Doug.
That's a $1 million idea right there.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm not going to explain that to anybody.
That's right.
That's-
I already,
that's up
I
to-
already trademarked it. So
Did you?
do you know?
We have black and red, black and white, and brown and red.
Brown and red.
Sierra
guys are-
whiskey. Sierra whiskey is telling me to kick the people I know too.
just get rid of all of them.
That'd be the easiest, man. I just delete the whole thing. I'm barely
Sometimes-
on there anymore.
No, dude, just think about it. Think about like, you know, the vendetta, the vigilante team of brown and red.
Oh.
I don't stop.
Well, did you hear?
No, that's the tagline. I don't stop.
I don't stop till I see red.
Let's see red.
Yeah. Did I posted on one of my YouTubes that Kurt Busiek went after me and said that Black and White was racist because there wasn't a black character
right
as black. And
Oh,
I'm thinking, what's more racist than
Yeah.
actually calling the black character black?
yeah,
Little nail on the head, don't you think, Kurt? Jeez Louise.
yeah.
Somebody told me I shouldn't go after Kurt because he's actually has a deficiency. Is that true?
Sure. If that's true, I think they're off. I mean, come on.
But is it true? I don't know.
I mean, he
I don't know, but he's written some of my favorite books.
Yeah.
If Art would have named the black guy or made the black guy black in there, he never would have heard the end of it from the exact same type of person as Kurt
that's
Busiek.
right.
Exactly.
It-
And I think that's more racist, actually, what he was suggesting I did.
Yeah,
Or
there's
do.
no way you can win with them at all.
It's true.
Yeah.
Plus, you know what would happen when you got the Spanish editions in?
Is it Blanco? What is it? No, what is that?
Blanco Negro.
Yeah, Blanco. Thanks, Doug. That was comedic gold right there.
Yeah, that would be bad. That would be
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Just proof positive that you're a racist, Art.
Yeah,
That's
you're
true.
a subliminal racist. You didn't even know.
Yeah. I didn't even know it. I should have just hit the nail right on the head and just called him black and made him an African American. Maybe I'll still do that.
You know, when I had a webtoon called Electronic Tigers, it was me and my friend Everett. So we like to make fun of racism.
Yeah.
And so Everett's a black guy, and obviously I'm Japanese. So do you see my little logo, like my icon? So
Yeah.
that was my character, Hapajap.
Was it half a Jap or half a Jap?
Well, Hapa means
Hapa.
like, it's a way to say half breed. It's kind of derogatory way to say half breed in Hawaii.
Okay.
It's like slang. But yeah, so this is the toned down version. My version had like these huge buck teeth, just like all those old 1940s cartoons.
The Bugs Bunny. Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny nips the
And then,
nips. Was the World
and
War
then-
II cartoon.
My partner's cartoon was this giant black dude with an afro and a lucha libre mask on, and his name was El Gato Negro.
His name was Cecil.
But yeah, that was all kinds of fun.
That's cool. You should bring it back.
I ain't got time for that.
I got
Although I
time
do
for
have
that.
a PDF of it.
No time
Somewhere.
for that.
You didn't build that.
I didn't build that.
You-
Doug,
Yes, sir.
why don't you pitch your book as long as you're here?
Sure, because I have to go to bed. Because I'm
That's
all
pitchy, dog. That's pitchy, dog.
to pitch. Okay. My name is Doug TenNapel. I'm the original creator of video game legend Earthworm Jim. I also made the Neverhood I was the art lead on the Genesis Jurassic Park game and Stimpy's Invention. I'm a Emmy-nominated showrunner in animation. I'm a Eisner winner in comic books. I've drawn and written over 16 graphic novels, 10 for Image, 6 for Scholastic. I created the animated series Cat Scratch for Nickelodeon and Project Geeker for CBS. I'm pitching Bigfoot Bill on Indiegogo. It is now a 64-page, full-color, hardbound book about everyone's favorite cryptozoological creature, Bigfoot. His name is Bill. And he steals the finger of Poseidon to gain the power over the Kraken. And he wears the Kraken as a suit, and he escapes from the cryptozone where he's being held. And he just might be the key to saving the world from Poseidon's revenge. Don't miss Bigfoot Bill. It is perhaps the only Comicsgate book that is hardbound. That's right, hardbound, with colors by Kelsey Shannon and Dirk Eric Schultz. We're also throwing in for only on the Indie, and this is not going to be sold in stores. It is only available for Indiegogo backers. Comes with a video game, the Bigfoot Bill, a single playable level by one of the programmers of Earthworm Jim and one of the artists on Earthworm Jim, the musician on Earthworm Jim, and me, the animator and creator of Earthworm Jim. We're doing a game for you, free on Indiegogo. And we're also not selling that either. And Bigfoot Bill. It's cheap.
Bigfoot Bill, Bigfoot Bill, Bigfoot Bill, Bigfoot Bill.
No. Yeah, I make devil horns now. And this is a page from the sketch.
Nickelodeon. I like how you say that in your video.
Nickelodeon.
Andy's 6'8".
And I'm a 6'8" creature.
He is Bigfoot.
I'm like a shaved Bigfoot.
Bigfoot is Doug.
That's right.
Bigfoot Doug. Bigfoot Doug.
Bigfoot.
Nasser for $2. Seriously wondering why Mike doesn't like me anymore.
He paid $2 to say that.
His shame is your gain, Mike.
All right, Malin, you're up.
For Graveyard Shift?
Graveyard
Yeah,
Shift.
man.
I don't know if I want to do my whole life story. Graveyard Shift, guys. Indiegogo. It is only up until Halloween, and then I'm taking it down, and it'll be down for good. So I need to clear the way so Mike can bring in some dollars for Lone Star, Heart of the Hero.
No money.
Available right now on Indiegogo. And since I'm going to end mine really short, I'm going to do L Argo 30 a favor and say everyone go check out his YouTube channel. L Argo 30.
L Argo 30 YouTube.
What that? Who's that?
Someone in your chat.
Oh.
Ask for a shout out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm drawing, so I'm not paying much attention to the chat. If John wants to jump in there and chat handle, otherwise
I'm just skimming it from here and there.
I'm just gonna shoot the crap like a room full of pros.
Sierra Whiskey said John Malin is tired of making money on Graveyard Shift. It's exhausting.
Too much money.
Anything else John makes, he's just gonna donate to my campaign.
That's a crazy problem.
I might just have to take some of my earnings and get Mike over top. I don't know.
Yeah, going on deep on. Mike, what's your biggest tier? What's your highest tier?
I have a $10,000 cover.
Oh, cool.
Which I never expected to sell, but I'm not selling any of the original art for this project. So if somebody wants something, they're gonna have to pony up.
Why aren't you selling the original art?
Because I want my original art.
Okay, fair enough.
What's yours, Doug? What's your highest tier?
I think I have a 5,000 for my original art is my highest tier.
Did you sell one?
No.
Oh, shoot.
No, dude.
You don't want to sell either.
No, I do. I want to sell. Oh, I'm selling the original pages for, I think, a $500 tier.
Oh, okay.
It's like cheap.
Have you sold those?
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah.
Maybe just a couple, though. Not many.
I was looking at Ethan's and Mitch's, and like it was the grand total of about 4% of their total sales were their original. And I'm like, well, at that point, you're just breaking up your book for a 4%. That's not even, you know, not even a tip.
Yeah, and I'm usually regularly selling my pages for about that, about $400 to $500 on my other graphic novels, no problem. And then on the Indiegogo, I just think the people on Indiegogo, they're a little more strapped for cash. There's a lot more of them, but they don't have as much dough as like all the rich people that cruise at Comic-Con and buy original art.
The neat thing about it, though, is that they're buying more books, so
Yeah.
we're actually getting more product into more people's hands, and that's the thing that excites me. Because like the Kickstarter campaigns that I've done in the past, there's bigger spenders, like because there's artwork tiers and things like that. But what I like about this, and especially since we're doing comic books and graphic novels, I think because my backer numbers are higher, and I'm selling more books, so I like that idea. That's my favorite thing. I mean, the numbers are numbers, and that's great, but because we're at 502 backers right now, we still have 4 days. That's pretty incredible for me.
Yeah.
So I'm
How
real
many
happy
do you
with
have
that.
on Kickstarter?
When I did Chrono, I think we had 300 backers, and we did 17K, but there was a lot of, higher, and there were like tiers, original art, and also some commissions. So those make the numbers go up higher.
Yeah, that was most of my money. I did a Kickstarter, my sketchbook archives, where I put all my sketchbooks together, and I was asking for 20K, and I got up to 115K.
Oh, I know. You cleaned up, man. You
which is more than I've even gotten on Bigfoot Bill. That was on Kickstarter, but it was almost all on commissions. And I was trying to tell people, like, you don't understand, this sketchbook is better than any commission I'll ever do. And they're like, they just didn't care. They're like, we just want a commission.
I saw those commissions. Didn't you do a shot where they were all laying on the floor and you're in the center of them?
Yeah.
Like just laying out?
Yeah. It was like 400 or something. I mean, it was insane.
A lot of work.
A lot of work.
It was a lot of work. And that's the thing, is I wanted to work on the book, and I'm sitting here doing commissions,
Yeah.
There you go.
The way I'm looking at it, though, I just sold a commission, and I put a new one up on the Black and White campaign. The way I'm looking at it is I want to stay in this independent arena. So if people want me to draw for them, I'm all for it, because also I can make videos. So now that the whole YouTube thing is happening, I can actually draw for them right live, like live on the stream and everything.
Yeah.
So I think it makes it entertaining. And somehow it's all kind of connected, and I like this whole platform that we have. And like today, all I did is draw, like what Mike does and what you're doing right now, Doug. I just drew all day. I did a commission, and then just talked to people. And because I mean, like right now, we would just be sitting in a room working alone.
Yeah. I agree. It's good company. Today I opened up the chat. Like I just had kept putting the link in the chat and just having the regular guys come on the show while I was drawing. They were just like totally keep me company. They were just talking, goofing around.
Yeah.
And it was like so much less lonely, it was like weird.
Yeah, I like it, and I think people get something out of it too, because they're entertained, aspiring artists, and even just comic book fans that are a little bit curious about how it's done, how the work's done, or even the size. Like, when I started out, I didn't know that the comic books were like 11 by 17. I thought they were the actual size of the comic book.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
that's what I was always inking with technical pens, like .03 technical pens and stuff.
So you could draw real small.
Yeah, get them tiny lines.
Yeah.
Jude Venalian, question for Mike. The images of Lone Star are of his current day uniform. Do you have ideas for his uniform designs for the different eras he has existed in following World War II, i.e. 50s, 60s, 70s, etc.?
No, I haven't really thought about that. The one design I have from the 50s, it's not legitimate. Oh, God, no, I can't talk about it. Dang it.
Why? Because give away plot?
Yeah. So much of my stuff is like stuff I want you to discover during the story. Yeah. But no, your basic question is no.
That is a problem I have with this book is like I want to show every page being made, and it's like there's so much stuff I don't want to give away that, like, you know, there has to be some surprises left. So you got to cut off the book at some point. I got to go wash my brush. Today I did the sin. First time in my life I ever left a Winsor Newton Series 7 out loaded with ink and let it dry out.
Oof.
First time in 30 years. Today,
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Last night, dude, I was freaking inking on the stream, and I had some whiteout on a paper because I was trying to get my freaking thing started, right?
Yeah.
And then I grab my brush, and I go to make the point on that paper, and the freaking look at that, man! It is just gum. And that's my new freaking Raphael.
Do you guys know that soap? But gosh, I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, it'll clean that up. So just like switch it around, swirl it around, work it into the fibers, and then just let it soak overnight. And then
I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna go get some right now. I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna go clean my brush and I'll bring the soap back to show to everybody.
Hey, wash your hands while you're at it. Hey, Art, did you use all of your Kickstarter contacts? Your mailing list?
Yeah, you told me to combine that into my website mailing list, and then I guess what will eventually become my Indiegogo mailing list. Yeah, so I'm combining those. Yeah, I'm combining those now, and I did put updates on my Kickstarter, letting people know that I have my Indiegogo going right now. Yeah.
What kind of well, what are you using? Like MailChimp?
For the newsletter?
Yeah.
No, I'm just going through my Wix website right now.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering what percentage of them are actually opening and clicking and all that stuff. Do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I have about 1,500. I think it's more if I combine. Yeah, it's almost 2,000, close to 2,000 between the Kickstarter and my website newsletter.
Sure.
Okay, this is the soap I'm using. It's this. Is this what you're talking about? The brush cleaner? This stuff?
Yeah, it's got like some kind of painter's name on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called.
Yeah, that stuff's great.
The Masters Brush Cleaner and Preserver Original BJ Special Prepared.
Yeah, if you have an expensive brush, use that stuff.
So
I have it. I just don't know where the heck it is.
There's a little pad there. You put some water on the brush. I scrub it around this circle here.
Yep.
And then I had that brush today, crispy hard with Higgins Black Magic ink, crisped on it.
Yeah.
I got it wet. I threw it in this, and then I leave it on there for about 15 minutes. I wet it, and then I rub it on there. I leave it on there for another 15 minutes. Within about half an hour, it's clean, and the brush is restored. And I have clean brushes after I use these for my old Winsor Newtons. Once the tip splits on them, and you can't get that tip back, I use them for oil painting. And that's a sable brush, and I would stick it in that turpenoid and clean all the oil off it, and then you scrub it in this stuff, and even the oil paint and the turpentine will come off. And it's just like, it keeps it. And you can also, it's a brush preserver.
Yeah,
so
I think that soap is used. That soap is made for oil paint, I think.
Yeah.
Originally.
It works on ink, oil paint.
Ink and, yeah.
Super gentle, and it's a conditioner, so you can just stick your brush in it, and it'll preserve the softness of the.
Hey, Art, do you use liquid frisket?
You know what? I used to. It just it depends on if I have a certain effect that I want. I'll use. I think I still have a bottle. It's probably still good. But yeah.
How about you, Doug?
Nope. I've used it before, and I could never get it. You know, I'd roll it off the page, and some of the dirt that was on the frisket would get under the frisket that was on the white page I was trying to preserve, so it defeats the point of the frisket, because I never used a burnisher to pull it off. You got to use a burnisher to pull it off, not your finger.
Or you can use a kneaded eraser.
Yeah, kneaded erasers are dirty too, and you don't want them dragging them over your white. You know,
That's true. Yeah.
Paper towels work. But check this out. It's a freaking Frisket pen. I went to the art store today.
Ooh, that's cool. Does it work?
Yeah, it works, man. I mean, look. Okay, this was just me testing the Frisket pen, but look at that.
Dude,
Right?
I'm there. That's cool.
that is cool.
Right?
So you'd have to put it down before you penciled.
Yeah, you just no.
Before you ink.
Yeah, and then you just look at that. I can draw whatever I want.
You can do star fields. Like the cool thing about it is if you're shipping if you're shipping your artwork, or there's a lot of people, because what I used to do with the Marvel pages when I would have to send them in, I would liquid frisk it, because you can still like throw it down with a toothbrush. So I would do the liquid frisket star fields, and then when you paint the big solid black over them, then you just pull up the rubber, the liquid frisket, and then it has a perfect star field, and then you don't have to worry about that paint chipping off, because in time the paint will chip off. Yeah.
Fine line applicators for Frisket.
What is this?
It's a fine line applicator. So it's got like a 0.5 millimeter tip on it. So I can use that too with Frisket.
Very cool.
I love Blix, man.
Hey, Doug, will you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Take your glasses off real quick.
Yeah.
All right. And now explain to me when you are rejoining Metallica.
The bass player.
Yeah.
Jason Newsted.
Yeah, let me get this.
Ooh, there you go. Actually, I think Doug looks badder, you know what, than Jason does here.
Yeah, well, this is younger Jason here. Jason is probably about Doug's age.
Before he got all beat up after he quit. He got uppity and quit Metallica. That's weird,
uppity, right? Whatever. He was being bullied.
Bullied by
the band. They even said it. They never took it easy on him because they never got over what's his face dying, and they took it out on Jason Newsted. Cliff,
that he stunk.
What's his name? Cliff Burton.
Yeah.
So they never got it.
But did they blame him for him dying or something?
No, they just took it out on him because he was Cliff's replacement.
Oh,
and they talked about it in one of the documentaries. I think it was some kind of monster. But he eventually leaves the band and forms his own one. He's actually from Michigan. He's a 4-H guy.
Dave Mustaine was in the band back then, right?
My farmer people.
Well, yeah, the original band, yeah.
All right, John, are you ready? Are you ready? We're talking like Metallica.
No, we're not.
Yes, you know that song. You know that song, "Hit the Lights."
I don't know. Is that newer?
From the garage days.
Oh, that Garage Band album.
Yeah, hit the lights, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, hit the lights. Yeah, the guitar player that I played with, he wrote that song, and he's in all those mandatory Metallica documentaries and on the radio show. And so we performed that song because we had a version of it too. It was called "Running Low." It was a little slower, but we performed it as well. So he actually, because I had the demo, I had some of the tapes, he brought those into the mandatory Metallica and actually put pressure on Metallica. So now he has credit in as songwriter for that song.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the only thing is that Metallica just buried that song, so they don't really publish it anymore. So yeah, so they had the last laugh, but
we'll take that. Yeah, now we got to cut you in on royalties. Was he getting royalties before that? Before he made him?
No. As soon as he got his lawyer involved and everything, they just conceded. They said, "Yeah, you have the rights. You'll get writing credit," but they just stopped publishing that song.
Rip off.
Yeah.
No, I just thought it was perfect that I saw. I've been checking out Doug's beard here for 2 days, trying to pinpoint it.
Yeah,
and
you nailed it.
Yeah, I was looking up Jason Newsted. I was like, oh, he's even got a green shirt. Perfect.
Yeah, I only shaved it because I'm doing scuba, and now I kind of like it. I'm going, oh yeah, it's kind of Wolverine too. A little
yeah,
bit.
It is a little Wolverine.
It's working.
I like it. The mustache, man, you eat with that, and you get ketchup on it and stuff. It's just
Yeah, gotta keep it trimmed.
Gotta. I like it. All right, my friends, I gotta jump. I gotta go to bed. It's 11:30 in Tennessee. Hey, thanks for having me, man. Love to have you on too, Mike. When you're ready, we'll push your book. And mail in too. I haven't had mail in on.
You had Malin on before me?
No.
Had Malin on.
I've never been on Doug's show.
No,
I've been on Doug's show.
Yeah, Art has.
What the hell?
I'm special.
Oh.
Doug, I'd be happy to come
I
on.
see how it is.
You're up
I
for it.
see.
Yeah, I'd love to have you on, guys. It'd be great. I interview people. Maybe I'll bring on Mike and John on the same show, and I'll interview them.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
Mike may not like that. Mike is a bit of a prima donna.
Yeah.
I'm a
Well,
post Madonna.
Well,
Yeah,
Doug,
you-
I only have 4 more days, so if I could get some coverage, I'd appreciate
Absolutely.
it as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll get you
Thank
on
you.
too. No doubt.
All right,
no doubt.
man.
In fact, I think tomorrow I might have open. So if I hit you guys up, I'm all hours though. You know me. I'll see you guys on Twitter. I'll hit you up on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm usually good in the afternoon, East Coast. You're
Cool.
East Coast though, so
Yeah.
whenever.
Yeah. I'm Central. So
Yep. Oh, are you? Ugh.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Tennessee, man. See you guys. God bless. Good night.
Get some sleep.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well,
What a nice boy.
Man, Doug's a good guy.
Jerk.
We're never going to be on his show.
Ever.
It's not going to happen. He's not going to spread the cheddar. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Nasser13 says, question for John. You still love me, right? Mike, a.k.a. my best friend, stabbed me in the back. Ooh, what happened there?
Who's he? Mike? Who? Who's his best friend?
You.
What?
You stabbed Nasser in his back.
Who's this Nasser person you're talking about?
Our friend.
Who? What?
Nasser.
Not ringing any bells.
No. Yeah, Nasser. I like ya. Love's kind of strong. I'm a little too hetero. Yeah, man. But
Requited.
if Mike stabbed you in the back, I'm gonna remember that because Malin Militia, we stick together. And Nasser is his membership number is 0001.
And the Malin Militia never forgets. Never.
No, never forget.
All right.
And no man left behind.
Ever. Oh, Nasser's still there. He says Malin Militia. That's right. And they came through for drawn and quartered last night. So any of you guys lingering in here that voted for the man, John Malin, thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.
It was the superior piece. It was good, John.
Yeah, it turned out pretty good.
Well, I like the rain effects and like the streaks across the black was pretty nice.
Thanks. Yeah. So that little bit probably helped. Wolf of Magdeburg says they voted for me. Well, thank you.
If I could have finished the hand with the knife, I think I would have won. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's just kind of hacked in there.
Why did you give him a knife?
When I was Google searching, there's a lot of shots with him with a knife in it.
Really?
Yeah, on his fingers.
No, he has a knife in his hand too. He has some press relief stuff.
Let me see. I'm just gonna do a Freddy search rando here. Freddy.
All right, I'm gonna do it too, just so I can double check your math.
Yeah, let's see. All right, it's gonna spell correct me here. There we go.
I'm getting flashbacks from that stupid Spider-Man thing I was on.
What Spider-Man thing?
When you guys kept like freeze framing to see if I was in the movie or not.
Oh,
Getting called out on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here's
So-
a picture with 2 clawed hands.
what?
Oh, that's some kind of the remake or whatever with that Haley Joe dude, whatever.
Haley Joel Osment.
No, not the kid.
That'd be awesome, though.
No, the dude from Bad News Bears.
What?
Oh, that's right. I saw that. Yeah. The punk kid, the kid with the motorcycle or whatever.
Yeah, he didn't take any guff from anybody.
Oh, he was also Rorschach, right? In
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was his big comeback, and then they made him Freddy.
And they put
Oh,
the
they
mask
did?
on him.
Yeah, for one movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's a tiny guy, though. I don't know how tall Freddy's supposed to be.
In the original, I don't know, because there was one shot of him I remember where he was like running kind of awkwardly, like in the very first one, and he looked like a really short dude. But I don't know if they were playing that up as like a nightmare angle or to make him look a little bit more out of the usual.
Okay, there's a shot with Freddy with a knife. I see.
Oh, you
there.
need to put it on screen share because I haven't found one yet.
Are you in Google's search?
Yeah. Oh,
It's
no. This
it's
doesn't
a close-up, like it's a profile, and he's holding the knife up. But I know I saw another one as well.
Is it in a bare flesh hand?
Yeah.
Because that looks like
Yeah,
fan
that
art.
looks like somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's too perfect of a hand.
Yeah. And that would be his clawed hand, the right hand.
The right hand.
And there's no red and black or green deal. See, that threw you off. All right,
It threw the votes off too.
Yeah, that's probably what you saw, and everyone's like, "What with the knife?"
That damn knife. No, I know I saw another shot somewhere.
Well, at least we've each won once.
Yeah, that's true. I thought that Starfire one, Mike, that was really nice. We can be nice to each other now, right? Because we're not on the show. Oh, there's another shot of him with a knife. Look at that.
Hold on, I gotta look.
It's
like you say, look at that, and you don't even have.
Yeah, it's a 3D. You know what? It's probably fan art.
Yeah.
It says Western. It says Western style Freddy Krueger.
Is there an Eastern style?
I don't know. I know the first like 2 or 3 movies from when I was a kid, and I thought they were awesome. And
you were a kid. It was 20. You were 23 years old when the first one came out.
Yeah, I'm 57 now, Mike. I was a kid.
Oh, I see what you mean. I was literally a kid. I was 13 years old sneaking into that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's 5'10". Robert England.
Who? Yeah, so he's a big guy.
Wow, he's 71 now.
No way.
1947.
They should get him out of retirement.
Jackie Earl Haley, that's the other dude's name.
Okay. He'll do a good job, but he's a pretty tiny guy.
He's 5'5". A full 5 inches shorter.
That's tiny.
Yeah.
That was some good math.
Yep.
Wow, there's a hot chick with she's all dolled up like Freddy Krueger. She's gonna step into my dreaming.
Whoa,
Mr. Freddy Krueger, step into your dreaming. So
yeah, people at 5'5", they often ask me how the weather is up there because of my immense height. 6'1".
Congratulations. 6 figures, 6 feet.
Yeah.
Do the math.
Yeah. That's what I tell my short friend. He's like 5'10".
Well, Mike knows this, man. I tower over Mike. I'm like 6'6".
Yeah.
Are you?
I know for a fact that's
decimals or something.
Yeah, that's when Mike's supposed to chime in and go, "What?"
Yeah, you jumped on my joke, man.
Oh, I didn't hear you actually.
Well, I'm glad you got that whiteout pen, Mike, because you're gonna need it.
I was asking if you're using the decimal system.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't hear it the first time because it wasn't funny.
Oh, come on.
Mike, I'm about to break your heart. Do you want to know why you're going to need your whiteout pen?
Yeah.
Is that a drop shadow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the drop shadow is in an arc, and the wall is in a peak.
My dad.
The wall is a what?
Your arc. The shadow is round, but the actual thing is in a peak.
I know.
It's creative license.
Maybe there's some symbolism to it you don't understand, Malin.
Oh, could be.
It's creative license. Just say it's creative license, Mike.
Creative license, Malin.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. He's the artist.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then John's like, yeah, whatever. It's wrong.
I wouldn't need the whiteout anyways. I was just going to do this.
There you go. Yeah. I approve.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
It'd be like poor Doug and just erase the whole thing.
How'd you do all those bricks? Is that all just lines? What are you doing there?
What do you mean?
All your brick detail.
Yeah, it's all lines. There.
Wow. That looks good.
Thank you.
Hate you.
So what's your next project, Malin?
Oh, it's top secret.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So you don't have one yet. All right, we get it.
Yeah. Well, as long as everything goes through, then yeah. So if I have to switch gears, it's all possible. But right now, it looks like it's going to go through. So.
Go through. Didn't you just make like $200,000?
Yeah.
And can
Yeah, but
now
this isn't all dependent
whatever the hell
upon
you
me.
want? I
No.
know, but you can just now do whatever the hell you want. You're free.
Well, if I had to, I know where I would go right away. But I'm trying to do something on a bigger level. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ambition, eh?
Well, you know, I want to be sure we build this audience as best we can in Comicsgate. So.
Well, I'm ambitious too, so.
Yeah.
Nuclear family.
Yes.
Or nuclear.
No.
Is this your past due cover, Mike?
Yes.
Were they cool? We're like, whatever, Mike.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, it doesn't matter. Whenever I get it done, they're always bugging my colors for like another week to get it done. I'm like,
yeah, right.
I was like, oh, this was due. I get it in on time, and then like I'm CC'd on the emails like 2 weeks later. It's like, do you have the colors for that yet? I'm like, why the hell did you make me get it done that early if you're gonna get the colors 2 weeks?
Yeah, we need those colors back in like 3 weeks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you, by all means, rush your piece.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, I just got an email from Tommy or Tommy from the Drawn and Quartered. And are you guys sending you're sending hard copies, right, to the winners of the Drawn and Quarter? Yeah. I think she just wants me to send
the original.
Well, that's long gone. No, she wants to send it through her email. So I guess that's easier.
Yeah.
And she didn't give me her mailing address. Yeah. So I guess that's okay, right?
Just wants a high-res download?
That's what it seems like, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I have to check with Mike. So is that okay?
It's okay with me, just as long as it's okay with her.
Yeah, she didn't send me her her mailing address, just her email address.
Ah.
Well, I'll send that out now then. Here you go.
Well, just
Tommy.
Actually use words.
What's that?
I said use words. Ask her if that's what she wants.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, is this what you want? Boom.
Art.
Use your words. Mike's used to talking to his children.
Use your words.
Use your words. What do you want? Say please and thanks.
Mike, so who are all these characters?
This one's Arya. This one's Wheeze. And this is Jaqen Hagar.
Wait, who's Jaqen? Who's that guy?
That's the faceless man.
Okay. Nice. Who's the chick in the back?
It's Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan. America's sweetheart, Meg Ryan.
She's some rando NPC.
I think my brother-in-law went to school with Meg Ryan.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my wife's family, they're age gapped. So she's got 10 siblings all together. And the oldest ones are, I don't know, Art's age. Whoa! So,
ouch.
Yeah. So, I don't know, New York or Connecticut or something like that. Let me look up Meg Ryan. I don't even think that's her real name, is it?
No idea.
You got me.
Come on, America's sweetheart. You guys don't even know her real name? Let's go.
I know, right? Terrible.
We know her by Meg Ryan, America's sweetheart. That's all.
Oh, yeah. Margaret. Geez, Meg. Good thing you went with Meg. Margaret, Mary, Emily, and Hira.
What?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 5 names.
Well, I mean, Meg is short for Margaret.
So yep. Born in Connecticut. So, yeah. Because my wife was born in Connecticut.
Oh, so obviously they know each other.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying it makes sense if her older brother, who was probably living in Connecticut around that time, was going to school with her.
Ah.
Well, if Tommy is listening right now, I just sent the file. So if she wants more, then she's going to have to let me know. Boom. Done.
Yeah, I got to get a couple of things out this week, man. I've been so busy.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been doing, John?
Oh, chilling, looking at the stars.
Spending all my money.
Yeah, thinking about the cosmos. Yeah, all that fun stuff. Wondering what Kelsey Shannon's up to. If me and him should go out to a desert for like a Doors peyote trip and
Wasteland weekend.
oh yeah, that'd be awesome. So Art's assistant Tag goes to and I looked at it today too. This it's basically Mad Max like LARPing kind of type deal. They go out in the desert and they all have like custom vehicles and outfits, and they're all basically part of the Mad Max world.
That's rad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and everybody that's even if they go in for the day, they have to have full attire, so it's totally authentic. And in the daytime, it's cool, but at nighttime, that place comes alive because it's hot still this time of year in California. So at night, when it cools off, it gets pretty nuts.
Did she ever say what the attendance was about for that kind of a thing?
No, she hasn't. Yeah.
But yeah, I've already given her ideas on how to make it better. So hopefully it'll be better in a year or two.
That's true. And John, she was sitting right next to me, so she was writing it all down.
Yeah. They don't even do car races. I'm like, what? Come on, you got to do car races there. Everyone has souped up vehicles.
Just think about the liability, even if they keep it as straight and as clean as they can. My gosh, man, there's probably people getting hurt there constantly.
Yeah,
people getting run down by vehicles.
Well, I think you could do time trials. You know, with the time trial, that's actually pretty safe. You just floor it and get around and
straight line, right?
Yeah, you're not actually you can go around the actual course, but you do it and then you just beat the other guy's time.
Oh, so they're individual and there's not multiple people on the track at one time. Yeah, that can be pretty safe.
Yeah, you can go wide open on it too.
As long as you don't flip those vehicles, those things can't be safe.
Yeah, well, you'd have to make the course where it's not going to encourage someone to take too sharp of a turn at too high a speed.
Exactly. So, yeah, you'd have to regulate it.
Yeah, if you have a nice, elongated curve, I'm sure you're going to be fine.
So, John, you a Fury Road fan?
Yeah, I love it actually.
Yeah,
that was great.
The art direction of that movie was fantastic. I got way more than I bargained for with that movie. I did not expect some of that stuff that I got.
Yeah, it was a beautiful movie, and I saw it in 3D. And when the twisters were happening and all that, I wanted to throw my arms up in the air and go, "Woo!
Take me!"
Yeah, but I realized I would look ridiculous, so I didn't.
And you were in a theater.
Yeah, so. But that's how I felt, man. I loved it, and I loved that most of it was all practical effects, and very little whatever. I
CGI.
don't even know how much whatever CGI. What are just the weird kind of even the Mad Max where they do those like the frames almost kind of missing for these really fast zoom ins and look weird. But
that's just classic George Miller stuff.
Yeah. But no, I thought it was actually a really good movie. I mean, got a little dumb with the women and the here do the little symbol on your chest thing, and she's like just playing along. Oh yeah, I remember. But no, I like movies that are pretty cut and dry. I mean, I like not like all movies, but 300. I've said this before. I like 300 because you got one side's the good guy, one side's the bad guy. They're all going to meet in the middle. They're all going at it. It's real simple, Fury Road, you're going from point A to point B, and then from point B to point A. Real simple. Same with the movie The Raid. You're going into a building, and then you're trying to get out of the building.
Same with the Warriors. They just need to get home.
Same with Judge Dredd.
Yeah, I think Dredd does pretty much what The Raid does.
Yeah.
But The Raid does it so good.
Fury Road is my second favorite movie.
Of all time?
Yep. Well, the thing is, you have to put them in categories. So I can't say it's my second favorite comedy.
That's
So
true.
action adventure? What category?
Yeah, I mean, for what it is.
Post-apocalyptic.
Gladiator is my first favorite, and then Fury Road. I mean,
Hmm.
movies that I'll just want to watch over and over again. I watched freaking Fury Road in the theaters, I think,
What's your language?
5 times.
Art.
And I never go pay for a movie twice in the theater. And I went and saw it because I just keep taking friends. I took Ed McGuinness to go see it. He'd never seen it, so.
The art direction of that movie is unexpected. Like there's some
Yeah.
stunning stuff in that movie that just comes. It comes out of nowhere. And the thing is, the trailer did not spoil that movie at all. When you're watching that movie, you get way more than you bargained for.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic.
And it's rolling like right from the get go. Like they hop right into it.
It's a freaking roller coaster where like you're just going and going and going and going and going, and then you stop, take a breath, and then you're going and going and going and going. It's like the whole movie is like that.
Yeah, but even when they do their first little pit stop where what was it? Mad Max is handcuffed to the dude and trying to get the water and that whole scene. Like even though that's like the downtime, you still hear that the music in the background from that guy with the guitar, you know, and it's like you just know they're coming.
Yeah.
You got to get going. You got to get going, and it just keeps building and building, and it's like, yeah, man, I loved it.
And then even when it slows down, you have great art direction as well.
Mhm.
So you have vistas and just great photography and
the choreography, man. That fight scene with Furiosa is one of the best fight scenes in cinematography history.
And you got demonetized for showing it on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, but I got remonetized because I said I was doing it for review purposes.
is if you keep the sound down, is that a way around that? How did you get popped, Mike?
I think I had the sound down and I was playing it, but they got me anyways. But then I said I was doing it for review purposes and they let it go.
Yeah, I get popped every once in a while, but we fight it and then it goes away.
How do you know if you get popped?
They'll send you
right
an
away.
Alert. Yeah.
They have whatever algorithms that check into like if you have any previously copywritten material on there, like audio wise, it'll trigger the demonetization right away.
And also a way
I email? Do they send you something?
Yeah, it's an email. It's an email.
I never saw the emails. I just that's because I never checked my Gmail account. Hey, can you stop that? I just go and I look because I go to set my monetization stuff with every video. And so I see it there.
But they'll send you an email too and let you know. I also heard that a possible way around it is if you don't play, like if you pause it a lot, like play just small segments of it and then pause, play a little bit, pause. So if you play it all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, my understanding is if you play anything that, you need to pause it for commentary or something and then continue on. But yeah, if you play it straight through without commentary, then that can be a problem, I guess.
Yeah.
But
it's weird because it's out there. I don't know why they have a problem with people playing it on their YouTube channels.
Because they don't want us to monetize on it.
Oh, okay. I see now.
Yeah, it's not a copyright strike. That's different. But they won't let you monetize, or they'll take your monetization.
Well, mine isn't even monetized, and they still do it to me.
What are you doing, Art?
Well, I haven't logged in enough viewer hours yet to monetize.
No, I mean, what are you doing to get all these strikes or whatever? What are you
just playing the videos? Music? Well, it's been twice. I've been popped twice. But like Mike says, all you do is send them an email and tell them what it's for, and then it goes away. So.
Yeah, but you're not monetized anyways, so it doesn't really matter right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know why they're going after me since I'm not making any money on YouTube yet.
Yeah, but that's the thing is once you get monetized, your whole backlog gets monetized.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Have you been adding annotations? Have you been adding annotations to the back of your videos?
What are those?
You ever get to the end of a video and it says, you know, like subscribe or, you know, check this other video out?
No, I thought you said. I think you mentioned that before, but don't you have to be monetized for that, or
No,
can you?
I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think so.
So then you just kind of recommend another video after that.
Yeah, I just set it to, you know, whatever's suitable for the viewer.
What's
And
the benefit of that?
because then it gives them the option to just go ahead and click the next video.
But is it one of your videos? So you suggest
Yeah,
an?
yeah.
Oh, okay. You're not suggesting just another video. You're suggesting
No,
one
no,
of
no,
your
no.
videos. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm writing that down. Boom, boom, boom.
And then obviously
Talk
the
to
subscribe
Taylor
button.
tomorrow.
You do that, John?
No, I'm YouTube dumb, man. It's enough for me just to get on and talk. So I don't have any monetization. I'm qualified. They haven't given me the thing yet, though.
John doesn't have to because he's got 2 successful Indiegogo campaigns.
Yeah.
Chicken scratch for you.
No, if I was rolling in, I'd probably get a assistant to help me out and do all that stuff. So,
Yeah, how'd you work?
I understand there being an importance to it all. It's just, for me, it's just stuff that I really just have zero interest in. But I do know there is a point to it. So
Yeah. Mike, what's that called? That thing that you said with the video rollover?
Annotations.
Okay. I will look into that.
Yeah, just skip to the end of one of my videos. It's like the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, I've noticed that they do go into another video. I just didn't know that you were doing that. I just figured, you know, I don't know what I was figuring. Magic, I don't know.
Well, no,
YouTube just does these things.
That's different. That's different. It will go into another video automatically, but it gives a suggestion for them to click one of your other videos.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't see that little, I guess, click button or whatever.
Yeah, and then also it has the subscribe button pops up on the screen. So,
Mike, are you gonna do that on every brick?
every video?
No, every brick.
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, this is good slow TV.
Yeah, but it makes a killer piece. Look at that texture.
This is what people in Norway watch all the time, or Sweden, or wherever it was.
Well, I am a quarter Norwegian.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, you're a quarter everything.
No, you're 100% Norwegian, Mike.
Norwegian wood.
Beatles.
That line in that book. I guess it was Borderlands, I think someone said. It was so dumb. Like, you can't say you're 25%, you know, or whatever, 50% white, 50% black, and it's like, no, you're 100%. You're 100%. It's like, well, no, because now you're 200%.
Yeah, you can't do that. Well, hey guys, I'm gonna take off so I can get some sleep.
Yeah, boy.
Got a busy day trying to get these Indiegogo books into people's hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Art, what are you doing? You're doing a full-on live stream on Sunday?
Yeah, I think the way we have it planned is we're just going to nonstop stream like we did today. I hope I can, you know, I'm trying to take care of myself, take my vitamins, eat regularly. Yeah, all that stuff, get enough sleep so I can keep this pace up until Sunday night. Yeah, Sunday's our last day.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys, if I start putting links in the chat, you guys hang out, come by, say hi.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I won't be able to on Sunday though.
Yeah, not Sunday. I just mean like between now and then.
Yeah, I'll pop in whenever, Art. So.
All right, John.
Yeah, if I'm available, I'll be in there. But definitely Sunday. If you have a link in there, I'll pop in for a while.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Somebody just wrote, "Eat your prunes, Art." Man, those things work on me. My wife slips them in every once in a while, not because I'm old, but just because they're delicious. They're like giant raisins, and yeah, they work.
I get older,
They actually work. Why not? That's 64 though, Mike.
You're getting
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Couple-
Well,
couple-
so are you, technically.
I hope.
Couple comments in the chat. Eric Weathers, the letterer for Graveyard Shift and Jawbreakers, Brutus, and probably several other Indiegogos as we run to the future, says people ask me about the weather too.
Oh,
Because his
'cause
name
he's
is Eric
tall.
Weathers.
Oh, Weathers.
March
Got
Harris says, you're only 6'1", John? I thought you were taller. I know. Well, that's because everybody keeps growing the legend of John Malin. I try to downplay it all the time, and then I get, like, even taller. Even when I posted a picture for me when I was dressed as Jason with the at the costume contest, people are like, how big are you? Like 8'15"?
That's not even a real number.
No, it's not. And but it's like, because I was standing next to a little girl, but I don't know, they must have thought she's older. She's like 12. She's like, I don't know, 5 foot. Yeah, of course I look like a giant next to like a 12-year-old kid. But yeah, everybody's thinking I'm a giant.
John,
You carry
did
yourself
wanna
like a taller
wrap
man.
this up?
Yeah. I'm burning through some questions here. Sierra Whiskey, how's your experience been with Print Ninja? I'll let you know as soon as I send everything off to print. Nasser, Mike, this is why I paid John Malin for a sexy variant cover and not you, Heartbreak. I thought we had something special. Ooh.
I recall telling Nasser we would never work together.
Pete Mack asks, has John seen the movie Zulu? I think I've seen the Shaka Zulu one, but I'm hopeful that you're talking about the other Zulu movie with what's his name, Michael Caine, I do believe. But yeah, Zulu, fantastic movie. This is like old school. It's a bunch of Brits, dang dirty Brits, in Africa, and they have to fortify. It's kind of like Seven Samurai almost, because they're working at a like a hospital, a military hospital, and all the Zulu, like all the tribes, get together and try to take out this hospital. And I mean, the movie's really great. It's 300, but
Yeah, I saw it when I was younger. It stuck with me. It's a pretty amazing flick.
yeah, and they used to have it on Netflix. I watched that thing over and over again. Not all the time, but I mean, you know, it would be one that I just turn back on and let it play, kind of like Dune, you know. So, but that movie, if anyone gets a chance, definitely check that out. So, Edwin Acevedo, John, that colored rogue drawing you posted on your Patreon was incredible. You really have a talent for drawing them ladies, my man. Well, thanks, Edwin. So I took the drawn and quartered rogue. I did like another hour and a half, something, just kind of adding little details. And I sent it off to a colorist, and I handed it off for all my patrons for a high-res download. Well, not all, but my $10 and up patrons. So,
And that is, I've never spent time developing my Patreon account.
yeah, you know, I mean, it's all right. Again, you know, I wish I had more time to just kind of mess around with those things, but I'm just like, ugh. So, but I am grateful for everyone that has supported me. And Edwin was a huge supporter. He was in the $50 tier, I think is what it is, and he participated in helping to choose these drawings that I was handing out for the 10 and above. So big thanks to Edwin.
Nice.
All right, guys, I'm gonna take my leave. Have a good
Bye,
night.
Art.
Thanks, Mike, for having me.
Yeah,
All right,
brother.
take it easy, Art.
All right, guys.
Comics legend John, how come we haven't seen Nerd Wonder promote Graveyard Shift the past couple of months? Well, I don't know. She has my permission to show whatever she wants whenever she wants. So, you know, check it out with her. Nuclear Sandwich, John Bordertown. Yeah, that's that one where it's like you can't be 25%, 25%, 50%. You have to be 100% of everything because it sounds good. Berserker Pride, John doesn't hunch. That's right. I'm a terrible huncher. Berserker Pride, John. Cool gifts like that are a great incentive to start supporting people on Patreon. Oh, yeah, thanks. So that's what I was planning on doing. Is I was gonna start handing off some of these drawn in quarters and just start giving them to my patrons.
Ah,
Yeah.
not a bad idea. Someone had the idea of taking all the drawn in quarters after like some amount of time. They said a year, but I think that's a bit much. And doing a drawn and quartered art book on Indiegogo.
Yeah, you can do like well, you obviously do all your own pieces, but you could do like all the number ones, or well, I guess you want more of yours in there though, Mike, so it might have to be top 3s. Whoa.
John, what am I gonna do with you? What am I gonna do with you, Malin?
I don't know. I'm the straw that stirs the drink. I keep it fun. Primark Smith, what do you guys think about the indie game developers getting involved in Comicsgate? I don't know anything about that. I know Doug said something about a game.
Yeah, but that's him doing his own thing, you know?
Yeah, he's like a pro gamer, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Oh, wait. Ethan has some kind of, well, I don't know. I've only seen like an animated frog. I don't know. If people are gamers and they want to buy comics, more power to them. And if they want to make comics, everyone, for sure. If anyone wants to make comics, you're welcome to make them. And but other than that, I don't know anything really about it.
Yeah, me either.
Pete Mack, I'm going to pull this one because he's complimenting me. Malin is truly the diamond in the rough. What do you think about that, Mike?
I think you're more the rough in the diamond.
What? Crap. Oh, brother. Mike, you should lock it on your screen so everyone can see your drawing.
Oh.
Yeah. Nobody has to see my avatar every 10 seconds. We want to see this thing. So are you going to keep drawing on this for a while? You're going to be broadcasting for a while?
You want to hang out?
Yeah, I'll hang out.
All right.
Yeah. That looks really cool.
Jojo, what are you doing? Oh,
no, Jojo. Okay. There you go. Already? Okay, thank you.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
What audio?
Locking. No, I had to step away because I'm streaming from another computer.
Oh, did you figure out how to do the Twitch and the YouTube double stream?
No, I haven't put any effort into that whatsoever since last
get
night.
Lee on that. He'll figure it out.
I know, I should.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I need to do is legitimately hire my son to actually act as a producer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'd be a good starter job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can crack that whip a little harder. What am I paying you for? Stop playing these games.
Right.
Like, what kind of suggestion do you have for people doing this brick technique that you have?
Suggestion? I don't know. I just try to vary up the angles, and then give the bricks shape. I don't know if you can see, but I drew in the shapes. I draw like a little inner brick.
No, yeah, I can't see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a bevel to do slightly darker or, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gives me an idea of where the light's coming from. So the light is on top. I try not to do too much rendering in there. Here, I just did thinner lines on the top and then darker, and then around the edge it got really dark.
Those look incredible. I'm really blown away with those.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to steal my technique.
Oh, yeah. And in general, other than Mike doing these dark lines for that underside, you'd want your brick, the outline of the brick, to be the thickest line, and then everything on the inside of that would be a thinner line. Again, other than that, he's putting that dark shadow underneath. So
yeah, I didn't even make the exterior line all that thick.
Mm-hmm.
laid it down, so I had something to work with, because I don't know. You know how comic book artists are. They want to outline everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So in general, though, that's what I suggest to people is, you keep all your outline lines thick, just like a big coloring book. And then when you go within those lines, you just drop down to a smaller size tool. So Mike's Crow Quill, I think, or mapping. Yeah. Is that what it'd be? Crow Quill? Yeah. Yeah. So that gives a good thick to thin line. I could never really figure those things out, but
inking is a totally different art from penciling. So
yeah,
it does take time to learn.
Yeah.
Takes some of us less time than others, but
Yeah. Yep. Digital gets a lot of that stuff done, but yeah, I mean, there's so many different digital tools. I mean, I work like a dummy, and I use the default G pen in Manga Studio and the mapping pen in Manga Studio. But really, the way I use them, there's not a whole lot of difference between them. Just one has a little bit more, like a thinner line with some anti-aliasing on it. But yeah, I mean, both of them have pretty good thick to thin.
What's your learning curve like?
What do you mean?
I mean, how long does it take for you to pick up a new skill relating?
It depends on how much I'm into it. Like, I had to learn how to edit some videos on that Vegas studio when I was doing videos when I started my channel. It didn't take too long, but if I don't keep at it, then it just fades away for me. So, I'll have to relearn everything. I guess my muscle memory is not the greatest for something that I'm not really passionate about. It kind of goes into the delete pile. So, but whatever. I mean, I've been doing digital for a long time, and even still, I just like to use what the bare minimum to do the work.
You just want the tool.
Yeah. I just want to be able to have something to draw, and if I need to get a curve, I can use a curved line deal, and but they're all pretty basic. Like I don't do a whole lot of like, you can drop in Manga Studio like 3D models, like I believe you can turn them and everything, and it sounds really great. I just don't have the time to learn it.
Yeah.
So, but if people can, I would highly suggest it. I mean, for me, it's always just more. I only care about the final product. I don't care what you're doing to get there. It's your full-on execution, and at the end for me, just like Brad Street doing his photo tracing or whatever his process is, but at the end it looks really great. It's a really cool execution on it. So,
do you think he traces?
Oh, probably on some level, yeah.
I think Bradstreet's probably good enough to. I mean, referencing a photo and tracing a photo aren't the same thing, but I think he's probably good enough to reference and still.
Yeah, I don't know, because what I see in his art, it looks a lot like if you ever watch like tattoo artists get ready to lay down for portraits. Like, his art reminds me a lot of how a tattoo artist goes over like a photo of somebody, and breaking down the different planes and different shadows in just kind of like a line work sense. It looks like how Brad Street does it.
Right.
But I have, whatever. If he's not tracing, more power to the guy. Again, his execution is great. So.
Yeah, I remember that. Got into that big old fight with Diodato fans because I said he used to trace.
Oh, and they were saying, you don't trace. What was the conclusion on that?
They're trying to say it's a legitimate art technique.
Yeah,
well, yeah, it's a legitimate art technique. Like, Rockwell or Rembrandt might use obscura. What was it, camera obscura, and trace the pieces and whatnot. But they're setting up a model. We're talking about, tracing like other people's photographs. Whatever. Nah, maybe I shouldn't get into it again.
Yeah.
I just thought it was.
Yeah. Like I said, for me, I don't really care how anyone gets there. I just care that it looks cool at the end. So I mean, at the end of the day, look, I mean, just like the car got rid of the the horseshoe business. Computers are going to get rid of not 100%, but I mean, there are still people that make horseshoes, but computers are going to turn people even that may not have the most drawing ability. I mean, the models, everything's going to get so good, so cheap. People are going to be like, oh, why are you drawing over that? Like, just use the model. And, I think at some point there'll be a legitimate argument for that.
Yeah, not in comics.
I bet you. Because here's what I see happening. I see a lot of 3D modelers getting together and coming up with super, super complex models, like World of Warcraft kind of type stuff, or more complicated designs that we can't, just through time constraints, necessarily duplicate. And they're going to be able to turn these things into really cool paneled pages.
Yeah, and I'm not saying there won't be a particular market for that, but a lot of guys buy comics for the comic art.
No, yeah. Yeah. People ride horses. So.
That is right. It is an industry.
Yeah, the main thing is just, we're storytellers, and the computer guys they're coming. Whether we like it or not, someone's going to do some Masamune Shiro level stuff that they're going to be able to replicate panel to panel to panel.
Well, shoot, Shiro's already using models.
Whoa! Shots fired. Shots fired. Oh, I know, yeah. Like, I was looking at one of his not too long ago in a conversation where there's a motorcycle. One of the girls is just kind of propped up on a motorcycle. It's a little. Well, I don't think there's any nudity on it, but yeah, it definitely looked like some 3D stuff going on. But hey, I mean, he might be making them too. So.
Oh yeah, dude,
yeah.
Shiro's been using models and 3D imaging since the 90s.
Are those just thinner lines on that dude's face in the foreground? It looks real light, like almost pencil work.
Oh yeah, that's all quill.
Nice.
Quill, man, it's quill. I used some brush, hit some bigger lines with brushes, but the rest of this is all quill.
Nice. Let me hop back to chat, see what everybody's talking about over here.
Right.
I'm just scrolling up, guys. If you guys have any questions for Mike, you can @ me and I'll read them off. I should have said that before. Let's see. I got a couple ats in here. I'm just kind of scrolling. John, y'all should release a drawn and quartered annual with all the winners. Yeah. I'm sure you can figure out how to spread the cheddar between all the artists. Yeah. Nuclear Sandwich, John, Mike, start a channel on BitChute 2 as backup. Oh, I guess implying that, if YouTube struck everything down. And weren't you saying something about that, Mike, that you were trying to set up things in case something like that happened?
Well, that's why I have the mailing list.
And where do people go to get that?
My mailing list is right in my description.
Oh. Of this YouTube channel?
Yeah. It's in the description.
Okay. Yeah, there's a link there. Okay.
You just go in there, sign up to the mailing list. I hardly ever use it for market. I should use it for marketing more than I do. But right now it's just sort of a safety belt. If something like happened last night happens and it's more permanent, or YouTube decides they don't like conservative comic book artists anymore, then I gotta go somewhere else, and I gotta let my peeps know where I'm at.
Yep. Oh, definitely doesn't. I think that's a good idea too. double. I mean, I'm echoing your speaker. That double stream through Twitch is a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know if YouTube approves of that. I've heard somebody say they're not hip to it.
Well, how can they stop it?
Canceling your channel.
Oh. Weird. Well, just that doesn't seem like something they would be able to do. I don't know, because I don't understand the process of doing the double stream, but yeah, well, that's it. That's it, I guess.
Yeah.
Mike, Christ Energetics says, Mike, there is a video capture device by AFAR Media that allows a pre-computer process streaming, makes easier multi-platform streaming, takes the load off the computer. Yeah, so I think what Mike's saying is more of just not wanting the channel dropped. So.
Yeah. But that's something. Yeah, I should talk to my son about trying to figure out all that stuff, because I ain't got time for it myself. You know.
Yep. No,
I'm not retired like you.
Yeah. Comic Book Bob, Mike, what kind of brush were you using? That thing was huge.
That was a Raphael Windsor or Kolinsky Sable, size 4.
Model 3 says a mailing list. Yes.
Wah, wah.
Sketch Therapy John, BitChute is a backup for storing your videos in case YouTube deletes them. It had nothing to do with your mailing list.
Okay.
Sketch Therapy, yes, you can double stream. Linus Tech Tips double streams to Twitch and YouTube every week on their WAN show, WAN show.
That's Korean money.
All right.
Well, I shall make my son look into it.
Yeah, get Evil E Bizet.
Yeah.
Guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and at me in there. I'll check back in chat here in a few minutes. I'm gonna
accept super
be
chat.
like everyone else and watch Mike here. Now, Mike, when you started drawing Arya, presumably years before the show came, did you have any kind of model in mind, or?
Well, the funny thing is, I started drawing her kind of cutesy, like the way she is on the show. That little, pug face, cute little girl. And George was like, she's not cute. She's he's like, they call her Arya Horseface for a reason.
Oh, really?
Okay, yeah, because she's got the Stark face. The Starks have long faces, long noses.
Kylo Ren's.
Kylo Ren is a Stark. Yeah.
Wow, he would have been perfect casting then, huh?
Yeah, Kylo Ren would have been great casting for Ned.
Good to know.
Yeah, and so yeah, I try to draw her appropriately. She's not supposed to be a cute little girl, and I've actually had an argument with a fan.
Oh yeah,
big book fan trying to tell me that Arya should look cuter than that, and I'm like, okay, I'll tell George he's wrong.
Yeah. Well, they probably have that in the description as well, then, right? In the book somewhere.
Well, yeah, but her argument was that oh well, that was just Sansa calling her Arya Horseface, and that's her sister being mean. It's like, well, yeah, but even if that's the case, you call her Horseface, just like Donald Trump called Stormy Daniels Horseface. Got to have a reason for it. Look at that! I brought politics in.
Yep, you woke everyone up. Wait, what? What? Stormy?
That's one thing Arya and Stormy Daniels have in common.
So what are you thinking in terms of your lighting and your use of grays here? Like everything up front lighter, minus the heavy shadows on the bottom of your page, and then any insight on that?
Well, this is shadows. This is blood. So this reflective stuff here is all blood. The dog was in the book. I'm not doing this exactly the way it is in the book because it would be way too gruesome. In the book, the dog is chewing the dude's face, and then they shoot him with the bolt. So I have him dead. So the dog has gotten shot already, but I didn't do the chewed up face because it's a book cover.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, it's just going to go light back here. I might actually get lighter as I go down.
Almost like light bouncing off of the ground and then kind of washing away the shadow a bit as it goes back up.
Yeah, because that's what I did here. I left, like, this is dark here, but I left this sliver here white. I don't know if you can see that, this sliver here.
Oh, yep. I did see
that's bounce
the
lighting.
other side.
Yeah. It's bounce lighting, man.
Yeah. Very nice.
I try. And I started this today, so this will be a one-day project.
I'm sorry, what was that, Mike?
I said I started this today, so this will be a one-day project.
Nice. Yeah, it looks good in the chat, too. It doesn't look like it's too pixely or anything.
Well, that's why I was using the other computer.
Ah.
The Mac, I mean, dang, dude, the Mac is dying. That thing is 10 years old.
Oh, so you're ex-Mac now?
Well, no, my Mac is still, I'm reading everything on the Mac. I'm looking at it, but I'm streaming from the other computer. I've got 3 computers in this room.
Not counting the video game system?
Yeah, that is currently in the other room.
Oh,
that was in here.
Kids out, huh?
No, that was in here for streaming. That was a birthday party here, so they took it out and put it in the bedroom.
Nice. Comic Book Bob John. Ned stated that Arya reminded him a lot of Lyanna, and Bran mistook Lyanna for Arya in a weird Wirewood vision. I took that to mean she got prettier as she got older.
Right. I would see that. I could see that. I think that was the argument that girl was making. But yeah, it would have to be prettier as she got older because George said she was not pretty as a youth.
Yeah, but I mean, how old does she get in the books?
10?
Yeah, that's not that much. Where does she start at?
8.
Yeah, it's only a 2-year difference. It's not going to be that dramatic.
No. He's saying that she's probably got, because Lyanna was 16, I think, something like that, or she was betrothal age. Lyanna was Ned's sister. You only see her.
Oh, the one that. Oh no! Wait! What one's Ned? Isn't that the brother? I don't remember there being a sister. How many? One of the Stark kids?
No. Lyanna's the one that Lyanna's John's mother.
Oh wait, the real. The lady that was in the tower or whatever? Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah, Comic Bob had kind of a shorter one on that, too, saying, Mike, doesn't Arya get prettier as she gets older? Primark.
I would assume. It does happen. The old ugly duckling syndrome.
Yeah. Sketch therapy added me on something, but it looks like it's part of a conversation. I'm just going to read it. It's a geek show. Really nice guys. The channel's called at LONESTAR. I don't know, something. LINUSTEs. Oh, Linus Tech Tips. WAN means wireless access network. You should watch it. I vouch for them, John. They get 5 to 10 watchers on their live streams. Okay. For tech tips. Not very techy.
I should have been. My dad was like,
I count on the great men and women of science to bring about the singularity without my help. In a very Ray Kurzweilian way. James Dean, creator of Conflict. John, Mike, and John, what are realistic expectations for an overall 60-page book cost on lower numbers? I'm not going to get anywhere near where you guys did, but I think I can hit 15 to 20,000.
I mean, it all depends where you're getting your people, man. I'm going to be able to produce. Actually, I don't want to give out my numbers. But you can find people out there. You can find professional level artists out there who will work for. I mean, they're not going to be American, and if they are American, they're going to be just starting out. But man, I started out at $40 a page. Of course, that was 1992. But honestly, the rates haven't gone up much since 1992.
Here, I'll give out some numbers. I give out these just kind of roundabout numbers. If you're going to hire an artist, definitely one that is a good one. I wouldn't say to recommend any less than $150 per page. And hopefully this is full black and white. And then when you do your crowdfund, you give your artists bonuses per page as this thing becomes more and more successful. So eventually they could get a page rate as high as you want them to go. I mean, on some level, you want to treat your artists with these crowdfunds, I think, as almost a partner, because you want them to stick around and do more work with you. Presumably, if this does well, and if it does do well for you, and if they feel like the writer got the lion's share, they may feel a little burned and not want to continue on. So give a good rate. 150, I think, is good for a really good artist. And if you're trying to shoot for the moon and be super successful, then you as a creator putting aside $1,000 to get an artist to sign on to do the initial 5 pages and to get those 5 pages colored by really good talent, $1,000 is a small investment for your business. That's the cool thing about comics, is actually it's not that difficult to get going in it. But it all depends on how far you want to go. If you want to be the next great thing, then you need a really fantastic artist, and that pay can go anywhere. If you're just trying to get by, and you want to do it on the cheap, then do it on the cheap. Yeah.
Quality costs.
Does anyone know what pen Mike is using right now?
This is a Hunt Croquill 102 nib in a 2mm burnisher holder.
What's the 2mm thing about? How does that affect? Does it affect?
It's a. Hold on, let me see if I have an open one. Where's my other one? Oh, so it's got a 2mm chuck on it.
Okay.
Right. So this comes out. You can put your nib in here. The burnisher, what it comes with when you buy it, it comes with the burnisher for like different whatever you use burnishers for, transferring letters or doing design in leather or whatever you want to do. And then, but the 2mm is just the right size to put a quill nib in. So
okay,
get in there, and then it looks like that.
Cool. And if memory serves, I think that was what the Hunt's 102 is what Todd McFarlane recommended in the old Comic Books Great video.
It's pretty much industry standard. Yeah, there's some other ones. Copic makes a quill. There's some titanium quills out there, but it's kind of industry standard.
You can also use pens, but this is the traditional, and it gives you the good thick to thin lines. That pens, I don't know. I'm not Ethan, so I don't know what pens are really doing these days.
Ethan uses Copic multiliners. This is the disposable version that I get. There's less ink in a disposable version, but he uses these freaking. Where are they? There. He uses these, which are the non-disposable version, but he throws them away anyways because you can buy. Look, okay, so you get this. Hold on, let me wipe my pen off. So this part comes out if you want, right? And you can replace this, which is the nib itself. You can buy those to replace, and the back comes out, and you replace that for much cheaper than buying the whole thing. But for some reason, he just throws them away rather than refills them.
No known reason for that?
I think he just says he doesn't want to waste his time refilling them.
Oh, well.
They do hold a considerable amount more ink. Of course, what you can do with these, technically you can refill these. I have just pulled the back off of these and just dripped ink in the back and it refills them. But I'm much cheaper than Ethan is, so.
Yeah, I'd be refilling those puppies. Now, not to distract you too much from this, but how's the thick to thin on those? I mean, it's still not so good that you would give up a
on the Copics?
102.
The Copics, their thick to thin is minimal. I mean, the Copic multiliner, I can go a hair's let's see. I can go a hair's breadth, or I can go, like that.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and then the other ones, it's just not even close, right?
No, not even close.
Yeah.
That middle there, that's about a 1, and that end is like a 0.03. So you'd need to do multiple strokes to get that kind of a line.
Right.
But when I want to do that kind of a line, see, I'm doing all these different line thicknesses here. But if I want to do that kind of a line, I whip out the brush because I can also get that kind of a differential on a brush.
Right. Yeah, this brick texture, I'm still loving it. Great slow TV. Everybody should just be really zoned out on these bricks.
150 people watching me ink bricks.
Yeah. So, do a series of about, I don't know, 6-7 lines and get them all going, different direction from each other, essentially?
Yeah. I don't like to... Yeah, just different directions.
Mm-hmm. And then the patterns just kind of build in there as you
just
take
sort
out
of
these
rotate.
little shapes.
I tend to just kind of rotate my direction of the line a little bit here and there, and then just trying to fill in the pattern or the design I laid in. You know how it is when you're inking, you're trying to go with the direction of the piece itself, right? So like if you're inking, like say I'm inking a cylinder here, right? This is a round end. This is a round end. Then the last thing you want to do is do straight lines on a cylinder.
Right. Follow the contours.
Because it flattens the image. That's right. So you do your lines this way, you do your lines this way. And I'm kind of trying to think the same way here. This rock face, each brick does have faces. And so I'm trying to keep the lines consistent with the face that I'm envisioning, even if it doesn't read perfectly well.
Yeah, each one has its own little micro plane, essentially, and almost like you're cutting out like turtle shell.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, John. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make an artist out of you yet.
All right. But yeah, I'm really loving all those bricks.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, that takes commitment. I don't know if I have that. Like that's what I can do with like day 2. So, I mean, I'd be day 1 just drawing, getting all the figures 100%. But in order for me to muscle up the strength to do all those bricks, man, I'd be rolling on day 2. And a good long live stream of something, or an audio book. Like that's the thing too, is like I like, you guys can just draw, man, and like me, I need to be able to zone out, and you guys just keep trucking right through all these distractions.
Well, I have 5 kids. I'm practiced.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Also, I was watching the new season of Man in the High Castle today.
Oh, I've never seen this.
Oh, really?
I've heard of it. Yeah, I haven't had regular TV in years.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my wife and I were just talking about Amazon Prime, about getting it again, because we ordered actually some top loaders, and because I was like, yeah, I think it's time. I'm like, just in case I win one of these, I just want to be able to get one of these out and you know, with a top loader, and then boom, then I won one. But yeah, we just ordered top loaders, man, and they came like the next day. She's like, dang, that came quick.
Yeah. And you used Amazon Prime?
Amazon, I guess. I don't know where she bought them from, but yeah, I think it was Amazon. Because then we were talking about Amazon Prime right after that. Because they're all tied in somehow. Like, you can, I don't know, they give you good shipping deals, I guess, if you have Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff is free.
Yeah. So,
like, almost everything I order on Amazon has an Amazon Prime free shipping deal.
How do they get away with that? Just by adding it into the cost of the product, or I mean,
yeah, and that's part of the reason. Remember when Donald Trump was complaining that Amazon got too good of a deal from the post office?
Nice.
And then plus, Amazon does their own shipping. They hire drivers. I mean, I had a friend who's an Amazon driver, and so people will. It's kind of like, you know, Amazon will hire drivers the way you know, Uber works. So just some random dude in a car will pull up and have my Amazon package.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I know they're already talking or planning, like doing like drone deliveries. I think they're talking like 5-pound packages or like the bulk of their deliveries, and they're going to just send them out in like drone trucks.
Right.
And they bought, what is it, Whole Foods? And it's just a question of how long those people are going to have their jobs, man. So Amazon, they have this deal in Seattle. It's like I don't know, like a prototype grocery store where you walk in, you just grab everything you want, and then you walk out, it automatically bills you.
Right.
And then they bought Whole Foods, and I was just like, ugh, you guys are going to be out of jobs here soon, people. Like, they may take a while to implement it, but they're going to do it. 100%. Amazon like got rid of a bunch of their warehouse people too with robots.
Yep. People are going to have to learn how to fix robots.
Mm-hmm. Dang robots. Took our jobs. South Park, whatever that was.
Took our jobs. I don't watch South Park, but I've seen that.
Yeah. Man, that show's been on forever too, man.
Yeah.
Watched Simpsons the other day. I was like, dang.
Right?
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, I remember when Simpsons were like the big offensive show. Eat my shorts, man. Like, that was it. What'd you say?
Are you little?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when Simpsons was on Tracy Ullman.
Yeah, me too. That's sad.
That was the late 80s.
Yeah. I remember when Saved by the Bell was on, I think it was Disney, and it was called Good Morning Miss Bliss.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it had Haley Mills on it.
No, that I don't.
Yeah. And then I think, and I might have made this up, but I think on like one Saturday morning, they did a special where they actually kind of cross universe. So like they left Disney, and now they were part of whatever channel they were on for regular TV, and then it became Saved by the Bell. But I could have dreamed that. I've never seen it since. But it was like a Saturday morning thing. I remember because I was watching Good Morning Miss Bliss.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Comic Book Bob might know what you're talking about.
Oh, hold on. Let me pop in chat. I'm going to scroll down. Here's one from about 20 minutes ago. Comic Book Bob. John Ned stated that. Oh, no. Okay, we already did that one. Oh, Comic Book Bob saying, yeah, Haley Mills. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was the girl from the original Parent Trap.
Yeah.
And
actually, I think my wife might be related to her.
Oh, Haley Mills?
Yeah.
Nice. Rob Liefeld, his wife is one of three triplets, and she was, what was it? They were in the Parent Trap sequel?
Wasn't she on Saved by the Bell?
Well, yeah, that too, but they were all on like a Parent Trap sequel. Well, let me look this up. Maybe I dreamed it too. Parent Trap, I'm just going to write 2. Let's see. Parent Trap 2. Let's see. Ooh, Tom Skerritt. Oh, Parent Trap 3. Because there's triplets. Let's see if this is them. Yep, Liana Creel and Monica Creel and Joy Creel. So this was the Creel sisters' big break, and one of the Creel sisters went on to become the girl in the leather jacket that kind of looked like, what's her name? Mario Lopez's girlfriend.
Oh, the stripper?
Yeah. Elizabeth Berkley. Yeah, I can't remember her character's name. But yeah, so one of the Creel sisters went on to that, do that role. She was the tomboy leather jacket kind of love interest for Zach. And how did we get it? Oh, we were talking Parent Trap. Yeah, so then they were also in the movie The Cell, I believe. Let me check this. There's one scene when Jennifer Lopez is inside the mind of the serial killer, and I think they show the serial killer's mother, and it's like it's 3 versions of the same lady in a field. And I believe that is all 3 of the triplets again. So, yeah. I think one of them is still acting. I don't know what the other 2 is doing. But I've met Joy. She's nice. Nice lady. And let's see. So there you go. There's your useless information regarding Parent Trap and how that leads into Saved by the Bell. But yeah, so you don't remember it being called Good Morning Miss Bliss?
No, I was never a huge Saved by the Bell guy. That was my older. I'm older than you, so.
Yeah, that's true. Good Morning Miss Bliss, Wikipedia. AKA Saved by the Bell, the junior
There you
years.
go. You didn't make it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I know they redid it as the early stuff, but what I question is whether I made it up or not is that actual Saturday morning transition. Like it was like a weird, like, look, we're walking into a different universe type thing, and then it became Saved by the Bell.
Right.
That's what I think I could have dreamed. No, I knew it was called Good Morning Miss Bliss. So let's see. Yeah, so if anyone watches that and you wonder why the cast looks all weird, that's because that was the original lineup before it went to regular TV.
And then they recast it?
Yeah, I think that's when they brought in Mario Lopez, I think, and maybe one of the other girls. Who's the good-looking girl that Zach's into?
I don't know.
Dustin Diamond was in it.
Dustin.
Mark Voorhees was in it, and Mark Paul Gosselaar was in it, and Dennis Haskin and Haley Mills. So, yeah. So when you see the episodes and they're very, very young, and you wonder why everybody's different, that's because that's the original.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's an American teen sitcom that aired on the Disney Channel from '88 to '89, and later in syndication as part of Saved by the Bell. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was definitely my time.
Yeah, it's your time to shine, man.
What kind of shows were you watching when you were younger, Mike? Like, what was a good TV show?
Give me an age range.
Let's say 8 to 14, somewhere in there, maybe.
8 to 14. I was watching The Monkees, Green Acres, Andy Griffith Show, Petticoat Junction.
Oh, okay. There's
Happy Days.
one that. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. Petticoat.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, so pretty much everything you named off, I've seen. Just reruns.
Yeah.
But I
was watching reruns. You mean live stuff?
Yeah, like
I watched time all day long. So
yeah, your time when you were a kid. What was like a new show?
Oh, Laverne and Shirley. Happy Days.
Night,
Happy Days was towards the end. MASH. Let's see. Night Court. Cheers.
Night Court, yeah.
Family Ties. What was that one with? What was that one with?
Mork and Mindy.
Oh yeah, Mork and Mindy, obviously.
Yeah.
That was on after Happy Days. You remember that Mork came from Happy Days?
Oh yeah, that's right. Denny. Laverne and Shirley did too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's weird.
Darn it! I can't remember the one with Kirk Cameron.
Oh, growing pains.
Growing pains, yeah, growing pains. Oh, Silver Spoons.
Mm-hmm.
Silver Spoons was great.
Yeah, out of all those, the only one that I never got into watching was this Petticoat Junction. So that well, actually, this is black and white, so that was before your time, even though, right? It's more art's time.
Yeah, right. Back in Arts Day.
Yeah, back in Arts Day. Ooh, looks like a lot of questions popping up in here. Let's see. Oh, we have Kyung Lee is in here. Welcome, Kyung. He has a question. I'm just scrolling up to see if I missed anything. I'm going to start with Kyung. Kyung, John, something random just popped in my head. In the comics production pipeline, who determines where and how many ads are placed in the printed comic? I guess that depends on money.
Well, that's us. Well, oh, because you're doing Print Ninja. Print Ninja will put an ad in the back unless you pay them not to.
Oh. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Is that something that's factored in their quotes or what?
I don't know. I just know because I've seen Print Ninja books before that have the ad in the back, and I know that digital printing places like that usually, if you'll pay them not to, then
yeah,
you know,
yeah, they'll do it.
Makes
Yeah,
it
they'll
cheap.
do it at a reduced cost to let you
Yeah.
carry your ad.
That's another way of putting it that sounds better, but basically you're paying them not to put an ad in there.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I'm going to have to double check on that, make sure that's factored in, because I don't want any ads in my stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, but in case he's not talking about us directly, maybe he's talking regular comics like Marvel, DC, and you know, I guess if you have, if you have 5 ads, and you make 5 pages.
Even though when you get to the junction, Petticoat Junction.
Why do you think
Sketch therapy. There was a sea dragon that ate krakens and an iron blood horn that called krakens. The South Dornish Sea is said to be full of krakens. When will the iron blood canal krakens? What? Does that make any sense to you, Mike? Is that some Game of Thrones thing?
The part of it, the Dornish is iron, is that's Dorne, so that's in Westeros.
Okay.
But Dorne is Dorne is part of Westeros.
James Dean, John, I am drawing it all. I was asking about print costs. If any print costs, you know, go to printninja.com, find somewhere to find out on that ad thing. But otherwise, I highly recommend you go there. It's a real simple quote process. Printninja.com. Gary Shipman is here. John, can you recommend a good colorist? Oh, yeah. Brett R. Smith, Kyle Ritter. There's other people out there if you need them, then whenever you have my DM. So Asuka Langley Soryu. John, what if the artist does good coloring too? Well, if they do good coloring too, then you pay them the color. They're not going to do it, or they shouldn't be expected to do anything pro bono.
Yeah.
Here's one for you, Mike. Pete Mack. How long does the nib last?
It'll last several pages.
Nice. Someone's in there saying "Hail Raven." Yeah, so Pope Raven's on my side, and I think having Pope Raven on my side is helping the Malin militia. That's a worthy alliance. Because I've seen Pope Raven and Pope Starfire, or what, Pope Fire? Yeah, going back and forth.
Not Malin militia.
Yeah, Pope Fire is not on the team.
No.
Comic Book Bob, speaking of triplets, have you guys watched The Gifted? They did the Stepford Cuckoos.
No.
No, I haven't seen either.
All right. I'm going to try a Jelly Roll pen here. Just got these today. You ever use these, John?
Hold on, I'm going to look. No. Tell me about it.
It's white ink.
Oh. What were you, Mike and Doug, talking about with that pen that you guys were
geeking out about?
Yeah. Is that kind of the same thing, just a white ink pen?
No. That is actually it's liquid frisket is it's like a very light rubber cement. And so you can put it down, like I put it here. See where these rocks are? I put the frisket on the rocks, and then
and then you peel it away.
Then I peel it away. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because I only caught the tail end of that conversation. So this jelly pen, you said? How does a jelly pen work?
It's white ink.
Oh, why is it called jelly? It just lays down a little thicker?
It's just called Jelly Roll. See?
Oh.
Actually, I do think I need a thicker one. So I can throw in some anti-hatching here.
Now that works just as good as any solid white outline, or is it kind of like 50% transparent? Or?
It's pretty. It's pretty opaque.
Mm-hmm.
It should be able to knock the line out enough for the scanner.
Mm-hmm. But you can go over the line twice, and it'll definitely give you a solid white.
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, this is the first time I've ever used it.
Okay.
I never had one. I've seen like Elliot use one.
Oh. Yeah, see, that's where I'd be doing it right there. Yeah, hitting all those lines and breaking up my rendering, Travis Charaying it. Yeah. That's my only point of reference for that. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, sometimes I wish I was drawing on paper.
Man, I sat down and watched Travis do a cover once at the studio. Freaking took forever. Oh my gosh. I was probably watching him for half an hour and he did like this much work.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel, man. And I don't have all that talent.
And he was doing it with all those watercolor pencils.
Oh,
so
yeah?
He would draw a little bit with the watercolor pencil, and then he'd get his brush out and he'd blend it in. And it's like, wow, this is really tedious.
Yeah.
But, you know, he was making like $1,000 a page. So, and I think Wildstorm was paying for his apartment. So he really didn't need any money, and he was making like $1,000 a page. So he would take forever to do everything. And hey, you know what? That's why he got so good. You know, he wasn't like under. I don't know. That was the thing with a lot of the Wildstorm guys. They never learned to work under a deadline.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're like, no. Here's your, $1,000, $1,500 a page. Just take your time.
Yeah, well, he was worth it. If anybody was worth it, that guy was worth it, man. Because he grew so much in what seemed like a very short amount of time. I mean, I was blown away. The first thing, like I remember seeing his DC stuff, but only in, I think maybe Wizard was showing some of it or somewhere. And I was like, ugh, like he got brought in on that.
Dark Star stuff?
Yeah. But as soon as he did that, that one shot for Wildstorm or Homage, whatever it was back then. And I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. You know, it's a little different. But geez, that dude just took off. And I remember the one where I was like, whoa, this guy is really going to start turning into something. Was as stupid as it sounds, because it still was nothing compared to how far he went. But it was that one pinup he did for Union, and it was just a close-up, and it was Union holding his staff, I think, but like the mask, everything looked very cool on him, and I was just like, whoa, that looks badass.
Yeah.
But yeah, that later Wildcat stuff, and definitely the Wolverine X-Men, I was just like, Jesus. Can I say that? Yeah. Is that in vain? I don't know.
It is.
No. Okay. Well, I apologize.
But you know what?
Yeah. it was amazing work, though, man. I was just that X-Men. You know, like that for me is kind of like, I don't know if I'd say the goal, but somewhere eventually to do something with just that much care in every bit of it, you know. Like the cars he was drawing in that.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like,
his attention to detail is just insanity, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just insane.
Yeah, this has turned out really good, Mike.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I put just as much love and care into every page of Lone Star part of the group.
But yeah, even those bricks though, man. I mean, that's like charade level there, and you did that in no time.
Well, I have a deadline.
Yeah. Well, I know. Yeah, I'm saying you got. I mean, you did. You did it. I mean, he would have spent more time doing all that stuff, but I think you executed that perfectly fine. Everything on those bricks looks awesome, man.
Thanks, brother.
Uh-huh. Let me pop into the chat real quick. Kyung Lee. Oops. Yeah, my question was regarding the big publishers. Make sure you do disable the ads when you go Print Ninja. Most print-on-demand printers have ads enabled by default. Ugh, that should turn into a big cost I wasn't expecting, though. How much of a difference is that? Do you think that would be, Mike?
I don't know. I've never done it.
I can't imagine it being too much. A couple hundred?
I don't know. I've never done it.
Kyung, hook me up with some info. What's kind of a price difference? If I'm saving myself like $200, then yeah, it's totally not worth it. I mean, I'm not going to do it either way. I'm not going to have an ad, but yeah. Argos Creations. John, ask Mike if he ever uses, oh, sorry guys, antique nibs. They last forever. I find them at estate auctions for next to nothing. Made from steel. Tough. Don't have to replace as often.
I've heard about them. I've never seen any. I would love to get my hands on some. Yeah, they these ones are like super freaking, you know, just machine punched out. The old ones are supposed to be way higher quality. And I've heard about them for like 25 years. And I've never seen one.
Right. Need Dynamo. How do you guys avoid hand and wrist problems? I'm in tech and my hands are already falling apart in my 20s.
My thumb hurts usually.
I don't know, kind of luck of the draw, I think, you know, just some people, they can't end up, but look, I mean, my hands hurt in my 20s,
well,
you know.
and look, I mean, I wrap my brushes so that and then this is the quill I usually use. I try to have a bigger thing to hold on to so it's not cramping me up quite as much.
Oh yeah, all that. What is that on there?
This is double-sided foam tape wrapped with duct tape.
Okay.
So it has a little bit of squishy give.
Okay. Kyung Lee says about 35 to 50 cents an issue.
Whoa. Dude, that's what I'm paying for my printing.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to find out about that because that sounds dramatic, man.
Right?
Yeah. Well, gotta do what you gotta do.
This is correct. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna gel pen my signature in here.
Ooh.
I'm gonna hide it in the blood.
I'm watching intensely.
There we go. MSM.
Nice. Pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. Let me see. We have any leftover questions? I think we got them all. Here's one last one. It just wasn't tagged properly. Hugh Hoyland. John, if you write a script and find an artist to draw, a colorist, etc., do you pay them contingent on how much money you raise or upfront? Well, you have to start somewhere up front. That's why I said, you know, save $1,000 and have money to pay people to get the project going, because you need to have, you know, at least 5 kick butt pages to launch your Indiegogo. I feel, at least, and yeah, and then you just tell them that for every X amount that you're going to increase their wages as it goes along. So, and you have to work that out with them.
Yep. Yeah, just make sure you have a reasonable understanding up front. Don't try to play things by ear when you're hiring talent.
Yep, be very clear, no surprises. Argos Creations, tell Mike the next time I see some, I will pick some up of those nibs. They are not too rare. Tungsten EXE, John, question for all Comics Great creators running campaigns. For backers who back the same campaign multiple times, will the book be shipped out as one package or separate packages? I guess it depends on how they get filtered. I don't know because I haven't done it yet. But, you know, obviously if people see your name repeated, if it's not too crazy of a process, you'd want to do one instead of multiple packages. That would make sense.
Yeah. And then at that point, I don't know, maybe we should throw in like little prints for people because they did pay for shipping twice.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Something like a little thank you type deal.
Yeah. And you know what? Do it in secret so that the people who didn't get it don't feel bad. Because like when I brought up throwing something extra into foreign shipping, then like, the people who are domestic would get bent out of shape, and they would, and I understand that, and it would, you know, so not that I'm saying I'm doing things in secret, but but if you just feel bad about someone having to pay extra shipping, then, you know, give them something extra.
Yeah, and also, you know, if we all get to points where we're using the, you know, fulfillment centers and stuff, then, you know, they might do things differently. I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
We have to get through at least one of these and have everything sorted out and done and see what this whole process is. But, you know,
6 months from now, we're going to be in a lot more educated position.
So. Yeah, and I know, at least for me, guys, you know, when I find this stuff out, I'll let you guys know. You know, I'll let you know everything from printers to any other options that I can fill people in on. So, you know, everyone feels well informed to do their own Indiegogos. There's no real need for me to keep anything secret. So, but yeah, that's a great piece, Mike. Looks fantastic.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll scan that in tomorrow and get it off to Dynamite.
Yeah, Dynamite will be pretty happy to finally see you. So you did this whole thing today too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get started on it after the show last night?
Nope.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, you're one of those guys, man. You can really turn it out.
Thank you. That was just a lot of bricks.
Hey, language, Mike. oh, bricks. I thought you said with a P. I thought that was a pen joke.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look what I found. Can you see that?
Oh, yep, cool. Yeah, so that's your wife as Voodoo. It's a little blurry, but yeah, that's your wife as Voodoo. Can you put it down on your artboard, Mike? Yeah, it's actually clearer down there. So that's your wife is Voodoo. The left is Evangeline.
Evangeline and Glory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, now, did they all do posters?
I don't know.
Or prints or cards, or because I thought Glory had like a poster.
Blurry. Why is it blurry? There's nothing else to focus on.
I don't know. It is blurry though.
Is that better?
Oh yeah. So that's when what Heroes Are Born time with the cap picture on the right.
Yeah. Prophet behind her.
Oh yeah. Yep. Good times. Well. That was kind of the end of the good times right there. Eh? Yeah. No. Yeah, that's cool, man. So has she done more modeling, or was that pretty much the extent of it?
She did a little bit, but I mean that whole industry is so freaking dirty, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Comic Bob is asking, are these covers? Oh yeah. What Mike is working on? Yeah,
yeah.
That's a cover.
Cover to Clash of Kings number 18.
Oh, he thinks the line art is messing with the camera focus.
It shouldn't be. It's the same plane.
Yeah. Mortal V is saying 96, 97. Yeah, I think somewhere around there. It went into focus and it went out.
How weird.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Maybe put your finger there. Let it focus on your finger or something. Yeah, it went in, then went out as soon as your hand went out. Oh, well.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Well.
But that's really cool.
Yeah. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for hanging out with me, John.
Mm-hmm. My pleasure.
Thanks, everyone in the chat. And where's my Google Hangout? Yeah, why is it blurry? That's stupid. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
Aloha.